guys, you kept sailing on after, the Sokojan incident. The Count basically said, I'm not gonna complain to you for it, going into my explicit orders to the captain, because I don't really technically have any official authority out here, and it worked out good, and we need people who are willing to do dangerous things for everyone's good. So thank you for that. And later on, of course, someone spotted a flag on the horizon, and you went to a little icy island where you discovered some freaky undead elf guys who appeared to be survivors from some long, long ago shipwreck. And basically, there's going to be the first section we're doing now is going to be the 5 days that you take translating the journal you found there and some other things, and then we'll finish, and it'll be the 23rd, I think, of this month. Is that everyone up to speed on that?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah. Dandy. Okay, I think the first thing that would probably have happened would be the Count asked Orion offered to take the ring that you guys found to his daughter, because he is under the impression, he believes that the ring belongs to his now dead wife's brother, who's also now dead. We're making it his daughter's uncle's only possession. So he's asked you to give it to her. So, Raj, I assume you...
Oh, sorry. What was his... What did he say to tell her?
He said he asked you specifically to keep, the horrific details of it from her, because he's like, well, don't... She's a sheltered girl. Don't tell her about the fact her uncle became a horrible thing that you stabbed a lot and then set fire to.
Don't show the picture I made of him.
Don't... I mean, if you want to take it with, but...
No.
I'm gonna get some water real quick, because I just realised I need to make sure I don't get dried out.
You can think about what you say, Raj, so you don't say anything wrong. It'd be bad.
Or do, whatever.
So,
You right, mate?
just so awkwardly quiet.
We're just waiting
gone.
for the DM.
Just gone.
To be honest, I completely forgot to choose my 2 spells, so I'm currently looking through the Paladin spell list, which is why I'm quite quiet.
Jesus.
That's
That's not how...
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys will be... Well, yeah, well, for Paladin, you just memorize them in the morning, don't you?
You have access to every spell. You just need to remember them every day. So it's fine for them to just take however you can take now.
It's like our cleric, yeah. You just memorize the ones that which is, I find, frustrating, because it's like, anyway, it's good and annoying.
Just plan ahead. That's my opinion on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. Anyway. Anyhow.
Let's not get into that argument. Later.
You will also be leveling up in this 5-day period, so if you guys want to think about what you're doing in this downtime vis-a-vis...
Level 3?
No, 2.
No, it's a 2. From 1
Yeah,
to
so
2.
I had to choose my spell.
Yeah.
No, I
bastard.
mean, in-characterize your training somehow. So that'll be... You're not just gonna... There won't be a day when you suddenly go, oh, I've suddenly doubled in HP, or whatever.
No, but Sam, I don't know if you understood. You have access to...
I understand. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You can change them any day.
So
I still got to look at them, because I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I would recommend you down the line to sit down 30 minutes and just type out all the spells into your character, and then you just activate the ones that you remember.
Candace Dragon, then.
Yeah,
That's the thing, you can't, because a lot of them will not be available on Roll20, so you just have to manually put
Paladin
them.
ones all up. All the low-level ones up, I think, for Paladin. Apart from maybe some of the...
Dude, I've played Paladin for 3 years, just believe me, he will have to put on some of these.
It's alright, I won't remember to do that either, so it just won't happen, so we can move on.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, anyway. Raj, you're going to take this ring, are you? To Mordor?
Mordor.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Good man. Well, would you do that immediately, do you think, after getting it, or do you try and find an opportune moment, do you think?
I'll try and find something. It wouldn't be immediate.
Sure.
It belongs to her uncle or her.
The name that her uncle had was the name on the Ice Island Journal that you guys can read, and was one of the first things. And the Count figured it was probably him when you guys were able to translate that he was one of the 500, not 500, the original 500 years ago, the refugees from city, county, kingdom. Anyway. Okay, so, I mean, how are you going to go about finding time? You probably find out where she is. She stays most of the time in her quarters from what you can figure out. And there's meals brought to her at the Count's orders, etc.
Is it guarded? Or are they...
It'll be guarded, yeah. So, well,
what the fuck are you planning on doing?
I'm just like...
I'm concerned.
I'd ideally like to give it to her when she's on her own, but...
You see that there's from like walking around where her quarters are, you see there's a human guard outside the room. At pretty much all times. Which is fine. You're not a criminal. You can be there.
Yeah, that's fine.
As of now.
I'll go to the guard.
Here he is.
Yes.
You approach the guard. As you walk down the hallway, he turns and points a flintlock and he says, "Who goes there?" He seems jumpy.
He's guarding the president's daughter.
Wait.
Of course.
I'm Ryan. I have an important item to give to the Count's daughter. This is a mission given to me by the Count.
He flips his hair for a second and he says, and he sort of lowers his gun. Would you approach and show him?
Yeah.
He knocks on the door behind him, and you hear a voice say, he has a hushed conversation through a crack in the door. He says, "You can go in. But I'll be coming in with you for now."
Oh. Okay. Sure. Very well.
So you enter a small quarters. It appears to be probably not originally like a bedroom. It's probably like a storage room of some sort in the ship, but it has been converted. There's a little desk and a pile of books. And a young lady who you've seen before, of course, is sitting at the desk with an open book and is looking sort of expectantly at both of you. Like, "Hello?"
Okay.
Hello.
I have an important item to give to you. That, I was asked to give to you.
My father, no doubt. Very well. And she holds out a hand.
I show her the ring, and I'm okay. My lady, do you recognize this?
No, it's it's a ring. I see that.
Well, I was given the express instructions on to hide the information of who bears this ring, but I cannot lie to you, lady. This is later believed to belong to your uncle.
The king? Or the late king? Oh.
Your uncle, Findolin.
My mother's brother, I see.
Yes.
She takes the ring, she sort of turns it over, it's like... To be quite honest, I didn't know my mother. My father probably has asked that you give this to me more because he wants it for himself, but he would never, to keep it in the family, as it were. And his substitute for that is to give it to me. To be quite frank, I have no fond feelings towards my mother. She, as far as I can tell, abandoned me at birth, and my father. So, if you probably, I don't really want to have this.
Are you certain of that?
You can throw it overboard as far as I'm concerned. No, and Ken seems sort of he's a bit surprised by that. It's like, my lady, the Count himself. I will do as I please, thank you. No, you do as you will with it. It means nothing to me, and I would, to be quite honest, have not be reminded of her.
Sure, whatever you ask, and whatever you wish.
Thank you. I'll
always be on your side.
No, that's thank you. I trust it wasn't a bother to get it.
Well, I'll talk about that sometime later.
Ooh.
The story of how I came across this.
Well, if it's interesting, I am quite bored on this ship. Why don't you? Surely you can at least tell me the, adventurous things that have been going on. I'm very. My father would have me sort of kept in here for safety, of course, and I believe, from what I've heard, his health is failing him, and he will not even see me.
Tell him everything.
Yeah. Yes, very well. Well,
do it.
Do it. Yes. Well, you see, we came across a mysterious island.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Ken's going to interrupt you and say, if the Count says that she shouldn't hear, then that's an order, surely. And then she says, Ken, why don't you play guard outside for now, okay?
Oh, shit.
I'm sure we'll be
Ken, why don't you piss off?
Shots fired.
No way, fag.
Ken waits outside. And you're going to tell her what happened, guys.
Yeah, tell her what happened.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Was that a renegade or a paragon option?
That was.
Who knows?
That was chaotic neutral right there.
That was the get whipped option. There we go.
Oh, jeez.
No. I think it's Orion's heroic spirit, and he wants to tell a tale.
So, do you tell where do you start vis-a-vis telling her what's going on?
Well,
No, he will.
You could do.
Oh.
Who knows what Ken might tell him? Ken doesn't have a night shift, guys. So Ken's.
Well, I'll bring up the fact that we came across a mysterious journal, and
Is that where you start?
That's not where I start. I would start about I would say that we came across a mysterious island in which we found strange, like wide open, sort of humanoid, elfish creatures.
Do you want to roll like a performance to see how well you tell the story, as well? And if you're trying to make it interesting, at least.
Yeah. That's perception.
That's perception. That's a bad roll. That's okay. That's fine.
What is that calculation? What is going on?
I've
Bloody.
What is happening?
What the fuck is your character sheet?
What do you see?
I don't
You need to
even know
roll.
what
It's
you
like
roll.
you've got parts of it have loaded in. Parts of it haven't.
Don't roll a d1, then add 0 times 0 divided by 0, but keep the highest one and add 2.
I need to roll something to see whether roll 20 is just messing. Like,
And that equals 11, and then a lot of stuff plus 2.
Wait, has anyone played?
It's got an empty function.
it's the same for me. It's the same for
Hey,
me.
let Rush speak. He's trying to say something.
Because there was a message that said something about how they're discontinuing this character sheet, the 5e character sheet, or something like that.
Discontinuing.
Like, it should still work. Like, in terms of it's not going to be the main one or something like that.
I mean, is there going to be a 5e one that's usable?
I don't know. But
Well, it probably just means they're cutting support. They're not going
It's
to
got
keep.
support.
doing
I mean,
it.
it appears to actually
Right,
work.
yeah.
It's not. It's giving you a d20 and then your plus. So it's just making it harder to look at. That's fine. Sure. Anyways,
One check real quick. Oh god.
none of them work.
I just
Yeah,
tried
it's-
3D dice. It's just a black die.
Yeah, it's rolling in a race set of a d20 and then 0 d1s and keeping the highest.
Yeah, well, again, as long as it's not actually broken.
Yeah, it's not broken. It's not busted.
It's
just
right.
I mean, the 3D die is broken. That one doesn't work anymore.
Oh no! Oh dear!
I like using that one.
Do you?
Oh, I've never used it.
It's
It
great.
just makes a lot of noise, as far as I can tell.
No, it feels.
Well,
whatever. All right, you have
Yeah, it would always lag Roll20 when we used to use it.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Anyhow,
Yeah, I tell her these, and then I tell her how they attacked us.
Reasonably well. You don't think it's your best storytelling performance, but she seems to be, paying attention. And you do explain everything, every horrible little detail, or.
Well, I make out that the enemies were horrifying, but we brazenly defeated them, and I would probably bring up how weird stuff like how Yaz started flying. But
she seems
we're not entirely sure
intrigued by all the magical talks.
Why that happened?
Great, you've sent the magic vampire on me.
Good job.
Great stuff. She doesn't seem as appalled by the talks of unpleasant gruesomeness as you had been led to believe.
Oh, I mean, she's evil.
And she says, "Well, that's quite."
She isn't overcome by the.
No, she doesn't faint. Or
My heart!
Or
vapors.
anything like that. No, nothing so exciting as that. And she and I see you conclude your story with explaining why they think that is.
Oh yeah,
sure. And I see. So, and my father. I guess I should explain. My father sees me as I look. My mother was an elf, and I look younger perhaps than I am. My father still sees me as a little girl, when of course I am a woman of 50 years. So I think he rather exaggerated my how should I put it, my sensitivity perhaps to the world. Although it must be said, I have not heard quite an exhilarating story such as that.
Well,
I guess there'll be more in the coming weeks.
Hopefully so.
Where are we going?
Yes. I was to prove myself as a brave man of the sea.
Well, that's very commendable. Keep the ring. Again, I would. Not only have I a special connection to my elven heritage, but also it sounds like you and your friends went through quite a lot to get a hold of it, and I would not rob you of any prize.
Well,
of course, keep it safe.
So.
Perhaps if maybe there will become a time when I want it back, but for now, you guys hold on to it, I think. Thank you.
I shall take my leave. And I bow and I.
She nods and she goes back to doing. Ken gives you a look way out, but he doesn't. So, good old Ken. Anyhows, right. No, yes, you were gonna do some practicing of your magic-y stuff, weren't you?
Yes. There's a few things I would do in downtime. I would get a bunch of empty bottles and stuff, and I would line them all up on one of the sides of the ship.
Okay.
And I would, after trying to kind of hone my what I've kind of been trying to figure out, I would be able to begin to slightly manipulate wind.
Sure, yeah.
As I I would also be practicing with my shield with Miss Fernbrand.
Yeah.
And I'd be kind of showing her the stuff that I've been kind of trying to figure out. Yeah, that'd be pretty much it.
Fair enough, yeah. But you're not making you're not doing this in a especially secretive manner.
No, I'm not doing it in a secretive way at all.
Sure.
Just trying to figure out exactly what I can do. I wouldn't be wearing my my armor, but I would have my shield on my back, kind of with the straps over each of my shoulders.
That works.
because of without any armor on, I'm pretty vulnerable. So I need the shield just in case.
Makes sense. So, Mr. Fernbrand, you're helping Yezrela with
I've been using
and some other stuff.
We're trying to hold the shield a bit proper, so some beginner mistakes everyone makes with it, and I've been using the Pearl of Power in combination with my magical reference sheet, trademark, to figure out what kind of spells he's trying to weave, if there's even a spell. Besides that, I've been tinkering away on, well, I'm saying tinkering, but let's say tinkering. Alchemisting away.
Yeah, that works.
At a special kind of huge jug, and I've been working out some theories, and I've been trying to use the Pearl of Power as like an energy source to create different mixtures. And just for fun, I've been taking a look at my goggles and whether I can maybe make them more efficient.
Sure, yeah. That works. Oops. No. Enceladus, you've been as you last time you guys did some fighting, you used your latent magical abilities that you've always been vaguely aware that you've had, but have recently come into fruition. So
they've blossomed in a way. Yes.
Yeah, so these 5 days, how have you been spending those?
I guess I would also, I guess I'd be kind of testing what I can do with like that after obviously detecting stuff and healing people and seeing what I can do with that, improving. I would have probably discussed it with the other Dragonborn in like more detail. I know none of them are like paladins, but they're well travelled, so they might have experience in it before. I'd be quite open with them.
You also know some other magic peoples.
Yes, I do.
Eyebrow raised up and down, who you could consult.
I probably would consult them as well. Yeah.
Do you want to talk to Nevo? Do you want to talk to your best friend Nevo?
I go see Nevo. He is proper magic.
He knows all sorts of magical secrets.
He studied it. He read the books.
There he is. Let's get Nevo on deck.
Fucking Nevo, my boy.
Nevo's like, Enceladus, how's it going? You've been around, eh?
Yeah, you could say that. Hey, look, I know this is about the blue, but do you know anything about like healing magic that's innate?
Innate?
Yeah.
I swear I've read something recent. I haven't got a full library here, of course. Most of it's left at the castle. Sorry, what were you about to say?
I'd say I also was able to I can kind of sense when, I guess, danger or evil was around. I was able, like, it was a very, very good hunch. Like, I would be sure of it.
Well, there's all sorts of different reasons why someone can perform magic. Obviously, myself and my master, well, I guess I'm master now, technically. I don't really know what my position is. I was sent along here just because the Count needed someone, and I think
I guess you're the senior, magician.
I'm the senior wizard on board, I suppose, yeah.
That makes you master in my books.
Hey, thanks. Well, yeah, there's lots of different... wizards, as of myself, can cast magic through our intellectual understanding. And then the other most common kind of people who can cast magic tend to be sort of clerical, religious types. And they would tell you that they're getting their powers directly from their gods, though I think our opinion, he sort of lowers his voice a bit, our opinion is it's just they are approaching this understanding that we have from a different angle. That's the intellectual answer, at least. Though I believe there are many stories of heroes who can cast spells through sheer force of will and just or some innate like mutation almost in the it's very interesting. I haven't got any reference books with me.
I'd swirl my chest about that. Sounds like me.
Well, I mean, your strength of conviction, heroic action. I think he'll rush off and he finds his like what's equivalent of like a school textbook about magic. And says, yes, there's
My first spell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here it says that there was some heroes from long ago who found the strength of their convictions by following strict moral codes and oaths, etc. That is where they were able to find some sort of. I believe the theory is that they, through the strength of these convictions, they again achieved a sort of intellectual understanding, again from a different angle, much like clerics and druids and all that sort of thing. Maybe it's something that you'll have to think about. You'll have to decide.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, well, as from what I've heard, Galatea on your ship, she's a cleric, of course, and I've never spoken to her, but I'm sure she might be able to help you out in deciding or figuring out where your magic's coming from. When we get on land, maybe I can do some practical experiments. We can have an in-depth look at it, but for now, I haven't got anything.
Yeah, I guess limited space and resources at the moment.
Yeah, it's a real shame to have left all those books. I was really hoping to have a long while to look through those, but well, we'll make do, I suppose.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Cheers for that.
No
that's really appreciated. I'll think on this for a while longer, I think.
Sure.
And I think apart from that, I'll be working on also my shield stuff, because pro tip, I've taken a fighting style about the shield.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You've been.
I realise that a lot of my companions are fairly squishy, so I'm thinking of ways I can help them in combat.
Maybe your brother helps you out, Pluto.
Yeah.
He's always there to help. He's a nice guy.
He is. Need to hang with. I'll probably hang with him a bit more because I've to him a bit. I'll hang out.
Well,
with him as well.
he's hung out with you for your whole life. He's
That's
happy
true.
to see you making friends.
That's nice. Good guy.
And right, who else needs to do things? Win, what have you been doing for training for the last couple of days on board?
What is there to do on this? It's going to be quite limited.
You could help out.
Daily training.
I don't want to help people out
You hang about. Why not?
unless it helps me.
Are you evil?
No, I'm just working on myself.
Selfish. That's evil in my book. Anyway,
shit.
I'm working in some capacity.
it's in your interest for the boat to get where it's going,
Yeah.
but you don't have to do anything in particular. No. I was just wondering.
Okay.
There's no cinema or bowling alley for you to pass the time in.
I guess I'm discovering how chi works. Sorry, not chi, ki.
You can call it chi if you want. I think
I'm
it's
not calling it
though.
chi.
There's not even a gym yet.
No, it's
Unless
chi.
ki is pronounced chi for some reason. I don't know.
I don't think it is,
No.
but I have no idea.
No rules. Oh no.
So you're doing a lot of meditating, I.
However one discovers chi, I guess.
Yeah, but you're not going to do any more. Are you going to talk to any more elves that
Chi.
you're seeking out, or are you?
Oh
gonna-
yeah, for the elves.
And you've got all these, and you've also recently had some beginnings of revelations into what happens to elves who don't disappear.
Oh right, well you mean the ones that went insane?
Yar.
Yeah, that does seem troubling if that does happen. Yeah, I'm gonna speak to some other elves if I can.
Not one that you've already seen before, I assume.
Yeah, because
I guess I
it's Alska and the Weird Bard, and I don't want to speak to Alska or the Weird Bard.
I have to get all the elves out so you can seek them out and then talk to one of them. This guy counts even though he's a tiefling.
Oh, I'll take the edgiest one.
The edgiest one, well hang on, I haven't got them all out yet.
Well, we know which one the edgiest one is, so
Well, I know who the edgiest one is, in my opinion.
that one.
You sure it's not Rob? Where's Rob? Here he
I'm
is.
not. Rob isn't edgy, and I don't want to talk to him.
Look at him, he's so edgy. You don't
Actually,
want
I
Rob.
do want to talk to him.
Well, you would talk to Rob in the night if you're because you obviously are
I
out.
sleep for 4 hours, so or meditate for 4 hours. I guess I would probably have the time
Yeah.
to speak to Rob.
They're kind of edgy. Is that?
Nah.
I think I'm missing one, but they're in there. Oh, it's because it's Wesker. I mean Alska. There we go.
Alska, yeah.
Um,
I'll speak to the edgy one.
You talk to the edgy one. Okay, well, this is someone you've probably seen around. Really, you haven't really. It hasn't clicked why they're. What makes them more different? Because they carry around with them what you now recognise to be mithril pauldrons and a mithril sword, and they look very annoyed. And they are wood, so you would be able to know.
Oh, they're also wood elf. Cool.
Yart. How would you approach her?
Excuse me, who's the edgy one out of the 6 and 7?
So
I'm
the
seeing?
one with this one,
Okay.
shiny, glowing eyes,
Got it.
as some of us have in this, and sword, and scar. How would you approach? So
Very. I don't know. Just like, hi. I'm looking for information about elf heritage.
she,
Give me
I don't
that
even want to know their name.
Give me that elf lore, elf
you,
man.
you do want to know their name, or you don't? Did you say?
I guess I will ask in passing.
Sure.
I guess. I don't really care for it.
Well, they would tell you that they are Keelan Silvat even. I can't.
Keelan.
Keelan, yeah, Keelyn. And vis-a-vis heritage and elf information, she would probably. I mean, she's not very polite, and she says, "Why do you want to know about that?"
Card.
Well, my parents weren't very forthcoming with knowledge.
And neither am I.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Get fucked.
Get out of here.
Dude, just ask us to duel
You're-
for it. You look strong.
you're-
You look like a
you're-
challenge on the ship.
Yes. Fight me.
Lucky you. She'd probably just say that, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
She seems slightly older. Again, hard to tell with elves, but she seems older than most elves that you've seen around. Still looks young, but she's not as wide-eyed.
She has
and,
an
like,
air around
childish,
her of
yeah.
being at least 400 or something.
She's more than
not,
MILF.
not
Yeah.
that.
sweet elf move.
Yeah.
She-
Yeah, very sweet. Fuck off.
She's about 150, which is about 100 years old.
100 years old, yeah.
So she would have had 100 years of living with, or her parents being around.
I'll ask, well, where were you from then? Before you came here?
She looks at you probably, and it's like forests around Ramstead.
Okay, nothing special.
Lived out hunting, wandering after
Hmm.
my parents finally disappeared.
Did they not give anything to you or tell you anything before?
I'll put it this way: having two creatures or more who've lived for sort of 900 years, it's difficult to relate. It's not.
I understand.
You're better off not having known your parents too well. I mean, maybe they were great. Maybe.
Oh, some say they were.
Some say they were great.
Oh, they're fucking aristocrats.
They were great. Society said
They were
great.
probably like some of the richest elves there were.
Yeah.
Just an elf with a big Mr. Monopoly man hat on.
Yeah.
Just like swindling a cigar.
In terms of what they left, I guess they did leave these behind, and she taps her shoulders and goes ting with the sword.
Oh, nice.
They've been helpful, but yeah, it's
But they didn't say anything? No goodbye?
she's thinking about trying to remember 100 years ago. There were some hushed conversations, and maybe when they say goodbye to me, it felt more significant to them, but they didn't. There was no grand going away party. No, they knew when it was their last goodbye, and I did not. They just up and left at some point.
See you around, kid.
It almost sounds...
Just going to the shops.
Go for it.
Pick up
Just get
the
some
carton of milk.
smoke.
Anyway, still waiting for milk.
What makes you ask about this now, or are you just asking every elf you see?
Well, curiosity takes hold, I suppose.
You've got hopefully for yourself. Another 900 years to find out, I suppose.
Well, who knows? My life is probably going to be quite dangerous, and I will be pushing myself. So
Look at you.
I mean, look at me and look at my muscles. I gotta test them.
yeah, man. I was going to say, it seems kind of rushed, don't you think? They're leaving. Did it seem that way to you? Like they had to leave rather than they were going to be planned?
It's they. It's a hard one to say because again, they don't. A creature that's lived that long again does not. Sometimes they act in a way that seems, and you just sort of go, yeah, that's. They're always doing odd things.
Sure.
But no, I wouldn't. There was no struggle. They didn't have packed bags. As far as I could tell, they left pretty much all of their possessions. Not that they were holding on to much by then. Behind. We didn't have a whole lot to begin with. These have been passed down, as far as I can tell, for a long time. Of course, they were from MacLeod, where we're headed. That's something that I think that's the only thing they ever said. Was
interesting.
I was lucky to know nothing about that, and
that
was all. That's all they would ever say of it, because they were stuck up.
Did they not leave you any books or anything? I know I'm pushing quite hard, but I am very interested.
Books? No, we just lived. We lived peacefully in the forest hunting.
Right, I guess it's just an oral society.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, I think I have maybe a pigment of an idea. Pigment? I'm not sure that makes sense.
A lovely painterly idea.
Of
a lovely pigma of an idea.
Yeah.
Of what might happen if they don't go to wherever they go.
Yeah. Anything exciting?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's for another time. I need to get to talk to other people now.
See ya.
Man, dude, boomer elves and millennial elves. It's great.
Fucking boomer elves.
Yeah, right. Jeez, can't relate.
taking everything they want, and then just leaving without saying a word.
Sam, please mute when you tap a lot.
Anyhow,
take time.
I see it took you a while to find the mute button. I'm glad you did.
Raj is dead right now. He's got to find out if he can come back.
Well, it's Balin.
Oh yeah, Balin, how's it going? What have you been up to? You've been shooting things, I assume.
You've been shooting people, huh?
Resting
out your wounds.
Resting up, and then in light of taking some pretty hard hits, sort of doing a bit of more close quarters combat training because did some training back in the day, but
yeah, well, maybe,
for the most part, my career over the last 25 years has involved not being near the things that I'm trying to hit, so I'm a bit rusty on the whole not getting hit thing. Well, so we'll probably try and spar a bit with Guy if he's willing. Otherwise,
Guy would be willing to do some old drills with you for sure. And when you're training, he probably questions what the hell happened out there to you. You came back pretty roughed up from
That's true.
Looks like you've seen your whole life flash before your eyes nearly 1.5 times.
I've seen someone else's life flash before my eyes as well. Well, what's left of someone else. There were really uncomfortable things out there. It was not pleasant.
Aye? Well, perhaps best left unanswered then. Unless you want to talk about it, of course, but if it's all hush-hush, then mum's the word.
I don't know what we can and can't say, but we came across a wreck, and pretty sure it's from the original refugee voyage.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's been out there a while, and, well, so are the things that we found.
Still alive?
I wouldn't exactly call them alive. They were, staggering and standing enough to, and sort of gesture to some of the marks in my armor.
Good God.
Yeah,
perhaps best if you do spare me the details then. You holding up?
Yeah, we're in one piece. Those characters, little group that the Count's put together is something else. So it's a real group of oddballs, but it's working. I mean, they're all pretty strong.
Oh, it's good to hear that you've got some stalwart defenders on board.
Feels like they're all magically minded too. It's
magic.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I'm glad to have it near.
So you guys would train. You would also, when you're training, you'd probably can you make a perception?
Sure.
And I think I'll make one.
That'll be normal.
Okay, phew. Right, sure. So you would, when you're training, you'd probably notice that on board, there's the guys who are basically the guards that have been taken along from Ramstead are being occasionally made to run up and down the deck and like do various exercises that you find familiar, as this guy is training them. Orc guy. And
he's an orc?
He is an orc, yes.
Oh, wow.
That's why he's got Darth Maul horns.
Right.
On his face. He's got white face paint. That's why his face is like that. It's not just thick.
Racist.
It's got white face paint on. It's
white face.
It's a stripe. It's a stripe down the middle, and he's got these red lines as well on his cheeks.
The white paint's aristocratic, isn't it?
Yes, and you also see that he's also training the Stars members who are not currently on duty, which would be well, you'd probably be training during the day, so I guess it would be some time guys. So I guess gotta get the night shift people out. Yeah, these two. He's training the Stars and also some other peeps. Just again, very basic drills from what you can tell, but you do the method.
Do I notice any insignias of rank or anything?
The thing he's got on he's got like a symbol. You recognize that as from Ramstead a symbol of rank from there, but you're not highly knowledgeable on what that would mean specifically. But it is a local one, not from.
After a couple of days of watching them, Ben probably would approach this sort of orc guy.
Oh, I've got to do a French accent then. God damn it. Fuck me, I can't do. I probably won't do one except for occasionally.
That's fair.
Hello.
I guess. Here we go.
I can't, but I will.
Just a wave then.
Do it. Come on, embrace it.
Hello.
I know these drills. That's a standard horse combat run, isn't it?
Fuck's sake. Yes. I'm whipping these people into shape.
Did you serve?
We. Back in Ors, I served for many years, but I suffered a terrible defeat. I could not return home. I wondered, and the Count has seen fit to let me find my pride again.
Well, that makes two of us. And Balin sort of takes out a scout insignia from inside of his armor and so then puts it back again.
He looks you over. I see. Some parts of Ors are less understanding of the half-elf than others, and especially in Ramstead. It is unfortunate, but it is viewed as a necessity. Stand.
You mind if I join? I'm a little rusty myself, and
we come, and you'll take your place amongst the rank of from what you can tell, doing the training, it's pretty part of the course. The Stars members are definitely much more advanced than the rest of the crew who are joining in, who seem to be kind of young and not very, and maybe this is their second week of doing it.
Sure.
It's better than keeping up.
Do things get a little bit competitive, or?
They probably, you could make them competitive if you want.
Come on, Balin. Show 'em what you got.
It would be a bit of healthy competition. I mean, it's obvious to gauge sort of as you're doing things back and forth.
You could easily keep up with Stars if you get more out of it. You would probably work harder and then outperform everyone else if you choose to do that. Yeah.
Are you sure he would with his 7 constitution?
Well, you might not be able to keep it up for many. if you do one day of going all out, then the next day you'd be like, oh, crap.
Fuck.
And everyone would be like, yeah, this guy's...
Competition's good if you win.
If it's, you know, if it's, if anyone tried to press it and like, you know, pretend they're Mr. Big Dick, I'd try and put them in their place. But other than that, it would just be
everyone. You're because you are performing like decently without people, without having to like be trying super hard. People are not going to be like, yeah, this sucks. But again, if you want to try super, you could make a roll of some sort, like an athletics, if you want to see, because it is mostly athletics training.
Yeah.
Running on deck, and he'll occasionally make you guys like pop, tar the deck like unnecessarily, or with one hand behind your back, sort of thing.
No, I'd just sort of train comfortably, I think.
Sure, yeah. It feels good. You haven't done any like proper training for like organized training for a while, so you're feeling pretty fit. By
it's a good mix of physicality with these guys and sparring with Guy, sort of get me back in form.
You find out throughout the week of training as well that this guy is he's a knight. He's actually Sir Odo of Ramsden.
So was that the guy with the helmet?
No, the orc guy.
Oh yes.
The knight with the gun.
He's got a gun. Yeah,
he does have a gun.
It's like samurai had guns.
I would definitely ask him about the rifle, actually.
Well, you would know about guns because they're not like super common, but.
You're just too poor to have one.
Yeah, expensive. Yeah. Also, they require a full action to reload, so they are like yeah. And you can't just take crossbow expert and ignore that thing.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he said, yes, we have a few rifles on ship. We have a crate down below as well with about 50 spare and shot. Of course, the actual ship has cannons as well. Not very many, but it is not an unarmed ship.
That'd be quite a militia though. 50 guns.
50 guns, and guns are easier to use than bows and arrows. So
it's a rooty tooty point and shooty.
Exactly.
I mean,
hopefully
I actually have a story about that. When Europeans landed on Japanese shores, there's a count of the first guy who bumped into the Europeans with the guns.
Yeah.
And he basically asked, can you teach me? And the European guy basically goes, you just stand up straight, hold your breath, squint one eye. And it got translated to like cleanse your soul of like misdeeds and all this stuff. So it just got horribly mistranslated. Excellent. And the guy ended up treating firing a gun like a religious experience. And,
I mean, it's certainly a powerful experience, isn't it?
Yeah, and then he was like, and then they teach him to shoot it, and it was like it's all written as like the most amazing thing anyone has ever done is learn to fire this gun. And then he ends up buying it, reverse engineering it, and then that's how Japan got the arquebus. And that's where the arquebus is worse than a musket. Because it's reverse engineered from muskets.
Fair enough. And it's bigger as well, clunkier. I guess I'd have to be
there we go.
That's they have about. He says they probably have probably enough like powder for like maybe like 20 shots for each.
Yeah, good few volleys.
So they got quite a bit.
That's decently stocked.
Yeah.
Maybe you can let you one.
Do you want a rifle? Take from the stock. Hey, you have to go through the master paperwork from the count. You should be fine for now.
Might be fun to take a few shots when we're on land. Never got a chance to handle one myself, but I'll leave that to you for now. Too noisy for my liking anyway.
Yes, they are very loud. On the open battlefield, though, they work just fine. Of course, Barry is very good, and he points out he's one of the STARS members who's got a big old blunderbuss
Barry
and a bunch of pistols.
Barry's great.
He just He just like pinks off his helmet at you when he points. Anyhow,
not compensating, is he? It's just a big weapon.
It's very effective. He's a specialist. He's been in the army as well, Barry. Anyway, but a different army. Okay. Anyone got any other things in this downtime yet.
Nope.
Oh, of course.
Let's go.
I got a thing. Of course, it does of course at some point become Orion's birthday. In this week, and the Triton, one of the Tritons, specifically Karkanos, Kratos. I assume you'd be on the Dragonborn ship.
Yeah, I'll be on the breath.
Also, do you give the ring to anyone in particular, or are you specifically yourself?
I'll keep it until we
Next talk, yeah. As a
group that move as group.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense. Well, when you're on the ship, Karkanos would swim up to you and say, "Orion,
Oh, yes.
come with me." And this is during the day, and the Triton have been going back and forth behind you guys, scouting out behind and a bit of front, for not going too far for the last few days. So you go with him, I assume.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Into the water. Splish.
Someone of the ocean again.
He basically he's gonna ask that he asked that you spend time with him and the other Triton, and they can tell you what it's all about to be a Triton.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna do all of them all the time because that would be a long time of me trying to think of how these. The guy in the middle sounds. He says to me like this. Because that's what his face looks like, and the old guy doesn't really talk much. He just goes.
We're all speaking primordial.
If you want to be, yeah, sure. But yeah, so basically they explain to you to be a Triton, to be a defender of the seas, to be in love with the sea, and they all nod. Like, yeah, I love the sea. The ocean comes before anything, before family, and they all nod. Like, yeah, it does. Are you agreeing with them? Are you?
Yeah, I'm like.
I dare to disagree.
Course, yeah.
I'm not. You can do what you want. So. I just want to know. I just want to make sure.
Explains these feelings, these urges I have about the sea. Oh, this must be my Triton ways coming.
Thicker than blood.
Yeah.
Ocean says yes.
Yes.
The ocean's. Yep.
Karkanos, they all kind of explain to you their like direct, very personal bond with the ocean, and it seems different for each one. For example, Antilla,
The inside of it.
the grinny Antilla lady, she seems more like she's like the sea is, it's so beautiful and it's so brilliant and great, but it's so filled with danger, and it lures the landborn into it, and it's so tragic, and she seems somewhat obsessed with the romantic idea of the sea being this sort of dangerous, beautiful thing that lures people away into danger, and that is why we must, as we know the true nature, we must defend the landborn. And Gemini's opinion, who's the lady with the sword, she seems to see the sea is this great, unconquerable thing. It's this great adventure, something to test yourself against, and always come up short. And she's got a sort of strange opinion. Karkanos, you get the feeling that Karkanos, he's scared of the sea, but he interprets that as love.
Oh,
He knows.
That's healthy.
He knows that the sea. I love the sea, as all of my ancestors have. It is
He's from a different era.
It is not choice. He is the oldest, apart from the real.
He's in a codependent relationship with the sea.
Oof.
And I know that those who are destined to fight the darkest denizens of the sea will meet a violent end.
The sea beats me, but I could never leave it.
He seems to have the most unpleasantly he doesn't seem to even like it. He loves it. But it will be the end of him.
What passionate man.
Yeah, you see, he's full of passion.
They are all very
I aspire
passionate.
to be as passionate as these folk.
They're passionate, but you also, I mean, Jordan, let's roll an insight.
Definitely, they're definitely pushing it to its limits.
Yeah.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah, you're wrong.
In terms of a sea, like in terms of the ice, I like Gemini's view of the sea the most.
Sure, yeah. Roll me an instant. Just for a thing.
What's Orion's view of the sea?
Yeah, well, that's a fair point. They'll probably ask you in a minute.
Yeah.
There will be a test.
Insight. These guys really love the sea, and it's not really in the way that you kind of assumed they would. Like, Gemini's make sense, but again, that bit where she was talking about how that you'll always fail when you challenge the sea, like, and that's the reason that it's a bit weird.
I'm just gonna write in my notes. Tritons are
And weird.
My view of the sea is that the sea is the ultimate expression of freedom, and the freedom to do anything, any way you can go.
When you sort of
as long as
explain,
there's water.
explain this philosophy, the old guy Ursa Meandros, you also find out that they're all one family. These 5.
Oh wow.
So Ursa Senior, the old guy, is their uncle, and Ursa Junior is their cousin. But yeah, they explain after explaining that Ursa Senior was like, and he sort of nods his head at that, and they say, Orion, do you think you are ready to become a true Triton?
Oh shit.
Yes, of course. I was born for this day.
On this day and for this day, excellent. So they're going to cast ceremony on you and give you the one that means you become a man.
Oh yeah.
Section of ceremony.
I didn't know that existed.
Finally got to use that ceremony.
Yeah, ceremony 5e. It's a great spell. I think that I don't actually know. I don't think that's a power. Maybe it is.
I thought ceremony is just used for marriage.
No, there's all kind of every social.
There's a few things because you made Darth Maul man, didn't you?
Yeah. Coming of age. Here we go. Yeah. So
fuck.
There's also like death rites and stuff.
they do the coming of age. So you now for the next 24 hours, if you want to do anything, when you make an ability check, you can add a D4.
Oh fuck yeah!
This can only happen once though, and they move and they Karknos is. He begins to prepare what seems to be another rite, and then Ursa Senior grabs his hand and shakes his head. Is he not ready? You are not ready for your dedication.
Oh.
In time.
Mm.
I see that you love the sea, but you do not understand its darkness yet.
Oh fuck! I imagine he went up in his face on that one.
And they all, when he says darkness, they all like turn away and nod, like.
So they all murmur darkness, like after it.
Yeah.
Crusty darkness.
Crusty
Darkness. So yeah, you want to do anything else on your birthday?
My birthday.
Do you want to also?
Well, presumably, I have a bash with the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
So
They probably have something. They'll probably do something with you. Yeah. Also,
One of our own.
If you want, because your birthday happened to be very early on in this whole thing. If you want to make your age 1 year less than what you were originally going to have it be, and then this is now your. I don't mind whichever way you.
No,
want.
I'm 21 now.
You're now 21. Okay, grand.
You can drink.
You can get wasted. I mean, there's no.
We probably did that a lot before.
Only when we get to the new world, though. You could drink before.
No, we're not.
Well, it's international waters, so anything goes.
No law here.
Everything goes.
Everything goes.
Ultimate expression of freedom.
You snap a guy's neck and say, "What are you gonna fucking do about it?" It's not a crime. Well, yeah.
There are no laws on the sea.
Yeah, no one, anyone who's lawful good instantly dies.
Is the Dragonborn boat like the party boat today, or is it not quite so?
On the Dragonborn boat, there's a lot of like patting you on the back and saying, "Good for you."
Well done.
Galatea is a. She's kind, but she is strict, and she's pretty focused. They're not going to make you a cake or like, you know, I'll play you who likes to party, but it's not actually being played on the ship. This is in your head.
Sure. Okay.
Of course, in his head, he just became a man.
Likes to party.
Yeah. Well, and Galatea would probably say that those Triton guys didn't fill your head with any nonsense, did they?
Just to be aware of the darkness that the sea brings. But
it seemed to be very straightforward of them. And she sort of looked at you suspiciously for a second.
Sure.
I don't believe that for a second. She thinks does. No reason to call you out on it right away. Let's stop playing this. So distracting. Who likes to play? Holy shit. Tries to bend. I put some other music. So yeah, the next couple of days, the Triton have gone away again, gone backwards, and a week has passed. You guys have now translated the diary fully, and what was the last line?
Is that full translation the one we were given last session?
Yeah,
or is there more?
it's in there. Yeah, it's the one that's now in there. You also have that flag still. And you have there's a from the prediction. The thought is that you should arrive in you should see land probably by Henlef the next month. If everything timing wise goes to plan. So if there's any. Let me just put X's on the calendar. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the 24th. Dandy. Has anyone got anything they would do with now in the new state of information that they have, or would you just continue? And you're now feeling stronger, and. Yeah, so you are now fully leveled up and all this and all that. Okay, cool. I assume not then.
No, I feel good.
Yeah. Sometime you guys see again. You continue the journey from now on. Pretty calm. It's getting cold. You seem to have passed these sort of rougher seas that you were going through. And the Triton have been gone for a few more days than usual, behind again. Probably about three days onwards at this point. And yet again, in the crow's eye, Long Eye Larry shouts, "I see cliffs! I see cliffs ahead!" The captain
Land ho!
would come out onto deck and get his telescope out again, and he would say, "Aye. Yes, they're up ahead. Probably a few days out yet. I should think, bearing this low wind. But good lord, they are bitter and dark.
Oh,
There's no landing here. We should head south." So yeah, if you guys will probably look at it. You can't really see anything from here, but if you look, he describes the cliffs to the cartographer lady, Lee, and she would draw what looks like these these very jagged cliffs that sort of dig in and out. So they're like a comb kind of coming out to the sea. But
like spikes almost.
Kind of like spike, but they're flat at the top. But they yeah. But if you look at them from above, they would be the teeth of a comb kind of thing. And it's very uneven, and they do look quite imposing, and you can't see anywhere near to make dock. But when the captain would probably be consulting, like and looking through this journal, they probably left further south. the original refugees. So hopefully we can find a landing spot down further southwards. The rest of the fleet would all be relay this information, and you begin heading southwards. Still southwest again. This inside, but it'll be probably 3 days of this wind before you reach the cliffs.
Has
Very low wind at this point.
the captain been filled in on the contents of the journal? He was there as well, wasn't he?
He probably would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So, Captain,
Aye.
what's our thoughts on, well, first contact, I guess? Are we expecting to run into a civilization? Or are we really making our own?
We had hoped, but I see no lighthouses nor ship. This would be. We're not so far up that we wouldn't see. If a busy part of the coast, we would see other sails and the like. But I know not much about the war that the refugees were fleeing. But again, if it was bad enough that they abandoned their home for, just a gamble, then could have been pretty catastrophic. But we need to make land regardless, for our supplies won't be lasting much longer.
No, of course. Just wondering what we're going to do if we find someone.
Well, the account is... We have good, charismatic diplomats. I'm sure we'll be able to figure something out. He sighs himself. It's like, I don't like it, but sometimes we got to take a risk.
Aye.
Behind you guys, it would probably be. Let me just think. Maybe the next day after the line of sight. So you're coming in, and the wind's actually picked up. So we'll probably be there in later today, hopefully. And as you guys getting closer, you see again these cliffs stretch out northward as far as you can see. But you have seen to the southwest there is an area where the cliffs slope down into a rocky, still quite treacherous looking shore, but a place where you'll be able to land. The landscape appears to be covered in snow, but there's something on the cliffs near this docking area. From looking through the telescope, you guys can probably wrangle that. Looks like ruins. Can't really tell. There's a large structure that is still ruined, but not anywhere near as bad as what is around it. At this point,
State of that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. At this point, there's snow from the sky, so it's getting pretty chilly.
Not exactly a warm welcome.
Let me just clear the deck. Because these people aren't here.
Delete all the people.
Oh god, they got Thanos snapped. Oh god!
No!
Sorry, I'll be right back. This is Luke.
No, you got it now. I'm not going. I've got to keep doing this. The Triton appear back on their little boat from behind, and they're shouting out at the captain. Full sail! Full sail! We got to get out of here! And the German, she jumps on board, and she says, "Where's the captain?"
Her point to the front.
What's going on? There was a scouting party of the sea devils. We thought we got them all, but one must have got away. They are coming in. Then there's something with them coming from behind. We must get you to shore, or at least as shallow water as soon as possible. And the captain would respond quickly, and he starts shouting orders at all the sailors, start filling up the sails as much as they can, and he orders to tow the smaller ships that can't keep up. And the Tritons are saying, we will hold behind, and we will try and keep whatever's coming off you for as long as possible, but they'll probably catch up. I'd get civilians to safety as much as possible. Keep your ship between them and the cliffs, so that your armored big ship is the one that takes the brunt of whatever attack's coming.
Good luck.
Well, you guys are going to be on the ship when it happens.
Yeah, sounds like we're going to need to gear up and
Yeah, but
keep our eyes
they're
sharp.
going out there, and it's very dangerous what they're doing as well, because they're.
Yeah, I mean they are going to be going in between with their advanced mobile maneuverability at sea.
Mm.
So this boat will be. Let me just grab this boat.
Oh man,
And move it down. Oops,
God is
because
showing his might.
Kukunk.
What's this one? I'm gonna put this one down, so that all the civilian ships are. Samuel. There's someone coming, Sam.
More lemons.
Hello? I've got us more boats.
There's someone coming from there's Sahuagin sea devils coming from behind you guys.
Oh shit.
You guys have got to be preparing. What are you guys going to be doing? vis-a-vis?
Something and an ominous something. All the orders.
Let's give everyone guns and shoot them as they come to us.
Yeah, Captain, I heard a rumour that there's some firearms on.
Everyone ready to repel borders. Let's get them out.
Gunners! All the sailors. I've not done all the sailors.
That's fine.
I'll get all the combat fellows.
Who's fit to be armed?
Anyone who can wield a weapon.
Grab your guns.
All of the sergeants, obviously. And the count. I'll go talk to the count right away. Gods.
I could hit things with a club, I guess.
It's good enough.
I take a club that I'm sure we'll find somewhere. But more importantly, does anyone have some arrows? I could try to, shoot them forward.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I've 10 arrows.
Oh, sweet. Can I have them?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the only alternative weapon I have is a dagger, so I could give someone a dagger.
I'm gonna put a club in my equipment thing. I've allowed myself to do that.
This guy would probably come out. Guy would probably save low as a last line if things get under the water. So yeah, the ships. A lot of the smaller ships are being towed by the bigger ships now, and are abandoning some of the smaller ships to get onto the.
Yeah, safety in numbers.
Yeah.
Let's fight together.
This guy would fight. He's the only no fighting guy that I've drawn yet. I'm not gonna roll for everyone. They'll just be around.
That's fine.
Generally speaking, is who's sort of arming up? Is it
crew members, and there's a couple of quote unquote civilians. These two guys will probably come out actually.
What about stars?
The stars will be coming out. Don't worry.
Good.
The stars are out.
What was it?
You mean
What was the
stars?
night?
That's what. Stars out tonight.
Good.
Guy's gonna come out. He's
What was the name of the night again?
Odo.
Odo, that was it.
There's a lot of hurry on board. The word is spreading quite quickly. There's no secrets we kept here. There's the battle incoming, and the Dragonborn probably. They're not going to put themselves explicitly into danger, I don't think, but they will be. They need to be ready as well, so they'll probably keep position where they are. To be quite frank. Let me get all star out. Also, has anyone got specific things they want to be doing to just
Well, I mean, regardless of what fucking Galatea is saying, I'm going on the main ship to help people here. So if you're gonna sit, I'm not sitting by. If we're on our own. If they all die, then we're on our own. And that's what's good in that. So I'm going on the main ship.
Well, if we all fall apart, then you'll have to swim to us.
So I can swim great in this armor.
Your brother would come with you. I'm not going to leave these people to die. I'm not going to leave my brother to die.
That's it.
There's only the Dragonborn like meh. And Rhea takes a position on top of on the edge here with a rifle. The others they're gearing up. They're ready to fight off, but they're not. Yeah, they're not going to go super out.
Sure.
This guy's out here as well. Probably Hendrik the Hunter's going.
How close to the? Sorry, I know I was in the loop.
You haven't seen him yet.
Could we possibly position the ship with the cannons to shoot them?
I was going to ask, are the cannons being manned?
The cannons will be manned. It's going to, from what they know, from what you guys know, it'll be difficult to shoot them individually. And then,
are they just coming in the? Okay, yeah. Fair.
Well, you haven't got eyes on them.
I guess if they're just riding sharks, that would be quite difficult to pit. But might as well have them ready just in case.
I would like to do two things. First off, I would like to make them aware that it's not safe to be too close to the railing, because these things have the tendency to drag you down, like it happened to me.
That's a fair point.
And I would talk with my parents in secret for what to do when things go south.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, actually thinking about that.
Yeah.
Why would they even come on the deck? Aren't they just going to crawl through the cannon holes?
I'm thinking it's quite a high. I was going to ask, what are we thinking their means of egress is going to be on a boat like this?
Good point.
You know that it would definitely be very easy to climb up the side, as they're designed to be climb upable.
Maybe would it be better to have the cannon things shut and they have like doors on them so they can't climb in?
There are doors there. There's little doors on them.
Maybe that'd be a better order to give.
Keep them ready, but keep them shuttered.
The captain and the crew would listen to you because you guys have these things before, and the Triton probably.
Well, I guess we tell the captain they're going to be climbing up the ship, so it's probably best to reduce points of ingress. It seems like a.
I'm worried about the Triton's mysterious something. Those devils are one thing, but I don't like mysteries.
They are probably they're following behind close enough that you guys could probably communicate with. Well, and they're coming back and forth. At the moment, I think I'm gonna put. These guys are all here. I think I'm
gonna take bless cure wounds and something else because I feel people are gonna be dropping. So. Yeah, I got 3. So yeah, I might take divine favor as well. Yeah.
I will probably climb the. Is there somewhere in the crow's nest I could sit?
Yeah. You can sit up on the crow's nest. It's pretty high up. I don't know how it generally is, but it's probably. It's probably at least 80 feet, right? Maybe 60 to 80 feet for the main one. That sounds about right to me.
Sounds like a height.
I will anchor myself about 30, 40 foot up it then.
Sure, there's rigging that you could be sitting in. Yeah.
I think I'll be somewhat close to the entrance to lower deck.
Sure.
That makes
That's
sense.
one. Yeah. These are also doors to the lower, and there's 2 ways down to that, but that is one of them.
Hey Ryan.
And this grating would also lead to the hold.
You'd have to get it up, but yes, that would go down to it.
You wanna ask your friends what the mysterious something is? Do we have a better idea yet?
Yeah, do you want to talk to the tribe?
Yeah.
They're not on their boat. Their boat is to the side. They are swimming along down the side.
My Triton friends. What have you seen?
Young Orion! There are sea devils. There's a contingent going. They're swimming behind this. There's some swarming to the civilian ships, but the bulk's coming to you guys. We'll protect your weak folk, and you guys will have to look after the rest on the ship.
Very well.
You got this, Orion. They're gonna go defend your civilian ship. Let me just... Again, these guys on the left here are not all picked up on the left here. But they're not... They're gonna... it'd be too much to have them all running around attacking. Let me just...
I don't want to be too technical, but didn't we cast alarm last time? That could be good to set up for lower ends, so we would know if they're getting into the ship. Who did that?
Win, do you have any specific things?
No.
Where would he put it though? It's such a big ship.
It's a big
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Mr. Meditate, if you want to cover some of the cannon holes, that'd be great.
Cover the cannon holes. What do you want me to go down there?
The cannons are these little... So there's 2
I'll
on this
stand
side,
here if you want.
and
You
there's
had your
one
alarm
here.
before, didn't you? That weird disappearing thread.
Okay, I can put I guess I could put it on one of the cannon holes.
How big is it again?
10 foot in diameter?
That's the spell.
20 foot.
20 foot down. Okay, 20 foot. Okay, so that's big. So you will know when they approach quickly. That's dandy. After
I can
everyone
do.
has enough time.
I
Everyone has
can do
enough
the
time to get
same for the upper one, which essentially just means that when you step on there, it just makes a loud noise like firecrackers.
Sure, yeah.
For the north end, and wind can do the south end. In
Sure,
places
sure.
we don't see. Alright, that's it. Oh, press! It's a ritual.
Okay.
So I can do it.
What's this music sound like? Is this a good one?
Yeah, it's calm before the storm
No,
music.
I'm doing this one. This one's a bit. What's this one?
Oh, that's what we.
That one's no good. We're gonna have Black Vortex. As you guys are prepared, it seems for a minute like nothing's even coming. Like it's all been a bit. Now everyone's prepared and waiting and ready. For a minute, it's like, all right, come on, you're getting slightly.
What's the light? Is this sort of in the middle of the day, or?
It's dim light because it is winter. It's the middle of the day, but it's not bright. It's not going to be actual technical dim light, but it is not brightly lit. It's like
Yeah.
It's
Like an overcast day, yeah.
Yeah, like an unpleasant day. And as you guys are waiting, your alarms suddenly go off, both of them simultaneously.
Oh.
As Sahwajin begin to climb up the side. Let me just get some Sahwajin in. Blech. And these guys are climbing up. And you hear from the civilian ships the sounds of the Dragonborn shouting in primordial some chants, some shouts about what's going on. The guys on the top left here will be doing some of their own fighting. Essentially, what's going on? This bottom right corner, or the back half here, is where you guys will be doing
Contango.
for now. Also, same like the Dragonborn. You see a Sahudin jump onto the Dragonborn ship and immediately get shot on the head, and she starts reloading. And then,
Nice.
alright, let me open up turn order so you guys can make it same. What do you call it?
Initiative roll.
Initiative. Thank you.
Oh, I wasn't ready. My body.
Again, no surprise round for them because you did your thingy.
Yes.
You wanna send this
Guys, I don't have disadvantage.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't select myself.
I got a 2. Natural 1.
Oh, okay.
I got a 1. Natural 1.
They got an 18. They do get it.
Wait, I should
Wait,
have.
how can I...
I should have less actually.
Yeah. I rolled a natural 1 and got a 2 with 0 dex.
I guess it's rounding up to your point 11.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
'cause
is
the
What the fuck did
in
they
the decimal
do?
places
Yeah.
I checked the forums. It seems to be something happening today to the sheet. Like everything's messed up.
Good time.
They are supporting it, by the way. It's not getting discontinued or anything. Like
It's been fucked up. That's
today, yeah.
Sometimes that be.
Oh.
Does any number make absolutely no sense? Because if it's not, then
It's fine. No, I think it's fine. It's just
mine makes sense.
I just can't get into minus. I should have -2 or something. I don't know, like 1.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Your initiative is minus 1.93.
Yeah. Well, that's the base, and I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Okay, but it doesn't actually change.
No, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm checking the other ones. They all seem fine too.
Yeah, cool. There's one more actually.
Win only with a 2.
I know, right? Okay, so
I'm holding back.
Balaam, these things are climbing up the side. They're about halfway up the side of the boat at this point.
Okay. Would I be able to see them from where I am?
You can see the one down here because this end, a thick. This part is lower than the.
Sure.
Your brother would be.
Well, target to port. Let's go. And I will take a shot.
Fire!
It's just a regular. I suppose I mean, I probably would have spent preparation hiding, but I don't know if that counts as me opening being stealthed.
How
So
are you
I should have
hiding
thought
in
that
the
before.
rigging?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I think that's the.
If you're in a crow's nest, I think you could have, but
yeah, no, I'm just hanging out in the rigging.
That's fair.
just chilling.
so-
Yeah.
Straight roll.
I mean, you hit. You
Could
definitely hit this guy. Bing. Ah! It sticks into his shoulder armor, and you see his little splat of blood fly out, but he's not too badly hurt.
Cool.
Cool. That is that much damage, that much health left. Cool. Is that your whole thing that you want to be doing?
Yeah.
Okay. It is Orion's turn. There's some nasty bastards crawling inside.
They're not all the way up yet, are they?
They are not all the way up.
Yeah, so I will hold my action to stab the first one that comes within
Range. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, they'll use their full movement to climb up. All of them.
Balin would call out sort of every target as he sees them to everyone.
Sure. Right. Yeah. So, Raj, you make an attack on this one next to you. I assume. Good man. How does that? That actually does not hit. He goes. You stab out, and it goes over its head as it jumps up.
The ceremony doesn't work on that?
No, it's only it's skill checks, isn't it?
It's only skill checks, and it was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Ceremony's fun, but not actually very practical.
You do it before the boss fight.
You gotta do it, but like, oh,
You gotta get married.
guys, we're gonna fight something immediately.
Let's marry.
It's plus 2 AC if you get married.
Yeah, it's really good. That's what I'm saying. Do it before the boss fight.
Worth it. Okay, so these guys are all gonna do stuff. This one that's you just attacked, Raj is gonna attack you.
Very meta. Everyone gets married.
I know exactly. That'd be the.
That's true power gaming.
That is the true power.
Marriage.
Ultimate commitment.
It lashes out as you stab at it. It ducks down and it lashes out to bite you. Yeah. 14? That doesn't hit, does it?
14 misses.
It misses. No. Okay. Do they? They use their movement climbing. They don't have a climb. Okay. They do have a spear that they can throw. So the one that's directly beneath Phil over here. Was these the positions you guys wanted to be in? By I'm just gonna let.
I was fine with my position because I moved.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I'm just wondering if everyone else was okay. With
I know. I'm gonna have 5 spears thrown. At me.
I'll be over
yeah,
here.
no, I think that's fair.
Where more of them are coming up from. Because I was over there, I just chucked myself over there without even thinking.
Yeah. I assumed that was probably the case. Okay, this one is going to make a thrown spear at Yaz. 11?
Yeah, that hits.
No, just. Yeah, he's not got.
I have 10 AC.
Oh, phew! Minimum damage.
Oh.
He's on chucked a spear at you, and it grazes.
I should have took fucking Shield of Faith and given it to Yaz. So he had 12. Oh, sad.
This one's gonna make These two actually are gonna make spear throws against Enceladus.
Sure, I'm gonna raise my shield up and hope for the just ting
Get
off it.
fucked.
They stick in. And these top two are gonna make spear throws against Fernbrand. Ooh, one miss is definitely, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's I love it. You get like credit, so you have been hit 2 times.
Exactly.
So yeah, okay, go for it.
Nice.
Fuck.
You dodge down the first one, but the second one catches you as you're ducking. You basically leap.
Ay.
Nasty. And you see behind the sergeant in the water. Who's got the highest? It's Win, isn't it?
What, passive perception?
Passive perception, yeah.
It's probably, if it's a check, it's gonna be Win.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Win, you see in the
15.
water. 15, yeah. You see 2 large things approaching in the water. Dark. You can't see what they are.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Not large as in large, not as
Concern.
in just big, as in they are 10 feet-ish
Yes.
wide,
Okay.
as it were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of when it's your turn, this one
Okay.
next to you is down on this deck, and again, these guys up here are fighting a similar thing on that side.
Okay. I guess I'll hit.
Can you put a few over there?
I can do that. Yes, that would be very fun.
Make it cinematic.
You hear the sounds of ching ching and
The stars members right at the side of the deck shooting downwards.
yeah.
Are these like doors or stairs?
Leon fired once, ran away, reloaded, and then slowly turned around and pointed it, fired, and then slightly down. That's all, the stars fight like that. And but
He
then
got
Leon,
his-
in melee range, he gets his knife out, and he suddenly becomes an animal.
But he can't shoot and move at the same time.
Can't shoot
And-
him
and
at the
we-
same time, though.
Wesker throws his shades at a guy
Yeah, Wesker
and then punches him off the boat.
yeah, Wesker's doing real.
What is Wesker's class, if he has one?
I don't think any of these people have classes.
Saturationist.
Maybe later he'll get. Yes.
Who survives
Sorry.
this will get a class.
Are these doors or stairs or?
That's a door into the floor
Are there stairs?
beneath you. The stairs to that is this
Oh.
one over here. So it goes like
Okay,
that.
so I don't give a shit about this guy unless he's like climbing up.
He's not. He doesn't. It's hard to see what he's doing yet, but
Then I don't care.
you don't have to. Or maybe not. All.
I'll move.
Maybe Barry will blow his head off with fucking.
I'll move here.
Cool.
And kill this one.
Will you?
I don't know.
Attack, that's for sure. You hit him, but that does not instantly kill him.
No,
You swing that one. You bonk him on the head.
Okay, so I got
That's
two key points. Not an awful lot.
No, it's not an awful lot. It's an excellent amount.
Mm.
It's just the amount that you'd want. I'll put the dark shapes as mystery men in the water. Well, that's a big mystery
Oh
man. They're not-
god.
I forgot I made mystery man.
Oh Jesus!
Dark Lords down
Yeah,
there.
These Titans.
Mystery man's more like that big, and they're like
Bonus
Mr.
action.
Man, welcome.
mystery man.
I guess no
Watch
one misses.
man.
Other mystery man would be more like. Yeah. Huh? Oh, you made another. That
Oh,
one.
sorry. Can I?
Oh,
If I was being,
I was wondering where you went from.
I did. I forget. Well,
Fine,
I don't
fine.
play with flanking.
That's fine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh yeah, sure. You punch him once and you
God,
force
so
him,
smart.
and then you get.
It's a pro gamer move.
Is your unarmed a kick? Is that what we've decided?
Well,
There we go.
it depends on the situation, I suppose.
Sure.
Quarter
Like,
self in
you-
both
you-
hands,
you-
and
You're
then needs to be
two-handing
kicked,
the
right?
stuff, so you could do a kick. You could do a headbutt.
Yeah, headbutt kick. Yeah, there's lots of things.
You combo him pretty good. He is.
bite.
He still looks pretty tough.
No.
But he has been damaged.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Enceladus. It is your turn.
Sure. God, there's a lot of them over here.
There is.
Yep.
Oh, your brother will go after you. But
Sure.
who's
As long as he doesn't run in.
he's got,
Well,
stone,
we
he's
could-
got bow and arrow. It does Pluto.
Good boy.
He knows his limits.
He does know.
How many spears did the Sahagman have?
Huh?
How many spears do they have?
Yeah, they're gonna be throwing a lot. They're gonna be throwing more.
They've thrown their only spear.
Okay.
The only one who's still got a spear is the one that you're. This one. Oh, and this one, I guess. Too.
Right.
Oh, do they have like a throwing spear and then their regular weapon?
They have a floating spear, and then they just claws and bite.
Oh, okay.
I don't really want to run in, so because I feel like I'd be too far away from the party. So what I am going to do
Don't
is
leave me.
that I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Miss Fernbrand because I'm worried of them getting swamped with more damage for 8.
Oh damn! Holy shit!
And then I'm going to raise my shield with my spear out and look at this boy,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to Spearmaster. I'm going to prepare for a charge from him.
Sure. Yeah. I get you.
Nice, nice.
Yes. Things have jumped out.
Alright, I grab my scimitar, drawing it. I've got a spear impaling me in the arm right now.
It did minimum damage.
So
Yeah.
it grazed him, so it's like
Yeah.
I have a
mostly
spear in my
grazed.
guts.
Yeah, you do. I draw my scimitar. I hold it from focusing on it, closing my eyes, and it begins to wreathe in wind.
Ooh.
I'm then going to I take an exaggerated slash at this Sahagwin, and I am going to cast attack. I have named it Airstream.
Nice. Slash out. Everyone's hopefully very very shocked by.
Well, I've been practicing it on deck all week.
Wow.
Yeah, but people are
surprised.
seeing it. Your father has not
6.
noticed, by the way. I didn't just forget. You can't again. It scratches along the deck, but it does sort of fly next to you. Not quite
And
there.
then I move here.
You flourish. Feeling
That's my turn.
lovely. Okay, cool. Miss Fernbrand, it's your turn.
Okay.
This is
I'll
a mast in front of you, by the way. This is not. There's a thing there.
Oh, that's very
Oh.
good to know. I
It's
didn't.
it's not huge. Like you're probably in like half cover from there, and not in cover.
Right. Can I shoot something that's here?
You could lean out and do that, yeah.
Oh, I see.
fine.
That's cool. Okay. I look around. I see that Yas isn't wearing his way too big like armor for him, but
Oh,
just
no,
clothes.
he's not got his armor today, I don't think. Right?
Yeah, that's where
He
you
won't-
hit very easily as well.
You would know from the week that I can't cast my abilities with it on.
Okay. Yes, I've got something. It's a bit weird, but yeah, maybe they won't hit you that much then. Okay, so let's see. Let me get that as well. Okay, so she pours a blue liquid upon your ass, which is a strong pheromone, and where it becomes extremely attractive towards its surroundings, like just
I see.
inexplicably.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for them to attack them because Yas is just he has this aura around him now. Fernbrand
yeah.
shields her view right now and just kind of pours that on him. So you have sanctuary, fake sanctuary cast upon Yas. And I'm gonna poke out and shoot a firebolt on the one that Yas tried to hit before.
Sure, yeah, there's the top one.
Boom.
Oh, it hits.
It's a spicy bolt.
Spicy bolt. Here we go.
Some damage is dealt. Oh, again, it hits on the
Delicious.
big sort of shell, like, ragtag armor that they've got on. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hitting them. It's doing something.
And
Again, oh, sure, yeah.
yeah, and she, I look down the spear, and I just kind of take it off, and I notice how the wound has really closed around it.
Yeah.
Collapsed to the ground. Thanks, Kalidas.
Don't worry, thank me later if we survive.
Yep, of course.
At the top of the initiative, again, the sounds of battle are going on elsewhere. It seems that the Dragonborn are doing a very good, basically killing whatever is getting near to them.
Right.
And actually, Rhea's gonna shoot this one. She's a sneaker. She's gonna shoot at that one. I'll just roll a d20. I don't know. You guys. Ooh. She hits. Very nice.
Nice.
Good job, Rhea.
Very nice.
It's the first time we set a fire on golf.
Blimey.
Bang.
Kablam.
I think we're hearing them all around us.
You're
right
hearing.
now.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
So it does. How much damage? Wow! Holy shit!
Damn.
That's a good. Oh, it's wow! It's very, very, very nearly dead. It's kind of like creeping around. It's probably going to begin to climb up to you guys, and she spins around. And its arms out of commission. Other than that, fighting going on. Right, Balin, it was your turn.
Oh,
Balin, what's your passive perception?
13.
You probably would notice there's some dark shapes over here, but you
Alright,
do
for-
figure this thing's coming, but you can't really figure out.
4 to port, 3 to stern, 2 things in the water, God. And I'll take a crack at the same one again.
Which one was that?
The one that's nearly dead, the one that was,
Oh, that one. Sure, yeah.
yeah.
It hits, and you will definitely
Nice.
kill it.
Yep.
Ah!
Is there like this knot between Balin and Dragonborn?
Yeah, she sort of. She gives you a little salute, 2-finger salute sort of thing to the top of the head.
Sure. This is... I forgot to ask this before. Are you doing any house ruling on caltrops and ball bearings? Because normally they're a full action to use.
What do they do exactly? Ball bearings is like difficult terrain. Is
That and that.
I think we should have done it before, honestly.
Sorry, I completely
don't
forgot.
say that now. Don't use them today. I'll think about it later, though.
No worries. Yeah.
I think the point of ball bearings is that you're meant to set them up before
Yeah.
fighting begins. So you should have done it before the fighting.
I completely forgot.
Or you throw them as you're running away.
That's true.
Well, if you get hit, then maybe there'll be a chance that do you on they ball bearings in it, and they
Caltrops are good. I remember reading them.
Yeah.
DC 15 Dex is good. And stopping moving is
Yeah.
right. Okay,
And I can't attempt to hide in this rigging, can I?
You could, but we'd be this is.
I mean, I'll get it as a bonus. I'll go for
Yeah,
it.
you might as well.
Sure.
If you're like, basically you're stopping moving and you're.
Scout can hide as bonus.
It's a rogue.
Rogue. Yeah.
Oh, rogue. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. It's a rogue. So disadvantage, 25.
How the
Pretty
fuck?
good. You are hidden in the rigging.
Oh,
I forget I got a +8 to stealth. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do Pluto. I'll do Pluto now.
I was gonna remind you on like
Yeah,
their turn because I didn't want to talk over someone else's turn.
No, that's fine.
But yeah,
I did forget. I will. He's gonna make a bow attack on the one that's nearest you.
sure.
He knocks an arrow. Let me just open his character sheet, which is fucking here somewhere. Too many folders. Here it is. Pluto. He actually does have a character sheet. Longbow. It hits.
Yes, boy.
Unreal. Full piercing. It's not bad. It's not bad. 18. It's a it sticks in an armored section. It flats out. Nice. And he'd probably move to. Cool. Okay. Orion, it's your turn. Someone between you is looking. He's looking tough considering that you and Win have been attacking him.
Well, I failed the first time, but this time he's distracted by my muscly.
What's
cohort.
your passive perception, by the way?
Mine's 13.
Okay, you don't. You're distracted. You're busy. Oh man.
Same
This is
as
an advantage. Yeah.
That's an advantage. Hey!
You do hit.
Oh.
You stick out again. It's been distracted from behind. You stab at it. This is a bloodied creature.
Nice.
Again, you can't understand them. They don't speak primordial. They speak different. And you don't have shark telepathy either.
No.
Are
They
you gonna
speak
move at all?
post-mordial.
I will stand my ground.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't want to lose advantage. It's a Sargent's turn. I will do them, and then I'll do the mystery men.
Ooh.
This one in between you guys is probably it'll move here. Not breaking any things, and it's probably gonna attack.
Explode.
Wind looks like he's lighter armored.
It's true.
Super out of dark.
Sort of ruse.
He's gonna go
All
battle
the
his chest.
rules.
He still has a stick. He's gonna speed. 16?
No, 17.
No, 17 isn't it? Fuck that.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. He's wearing nothing.
Who did this one? This one attacked. Who was there originally? I think it attacked Orion originally, right? This one.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, he threw a spear at me. And
Yeah, so he's gonna.
He
gonna
threw a
go
spear
to-
at me.
Did he? Oh, okay. There's too many things between you and him. He's gonna go for Orion. That looks like a safer bet to him. He's facing away. That's the big reason. He's gonna go to claw you. You've not lost health, have you?
Oh, no, I have not lost health. 18 is my
About
It's not
to.
good, yeah. Well. Oh, that's actually a fair point. Because they get 2 melee attacks when someone is. They get advantage. No, they always get 2 melee attacks. So he's gonna bite you. He's gonna bite you now. But you have lost health, so it is with advantage.
Oh shit.
I understand. 19.
Oh shit.
Got me. Got me again. Right in the neck.
5.
Oh fuck.
He bites and then sinks his teeth deeper into you.
Tastes like fish.
These 2 will rush Enkaros and make. They don't have a spear, so the top one I'll go first. A claw
No. No.
A bite. 21.
Yes, that does hit.
2. Wow,
Oh.
these guys. Rolling low, but now this one will attack with advantage again as the blood. You bleed a little bit, the other one's eyes. And it widens its eyes and it's going to attack you with advantage. Claws. With advantage. 14?
Nope.
Nice. A
That's
bite.
holding the line.
Ooh, 21 well.
Yep.
Nasty.
Ugh. Ugh.
And these top 2 will again. They can't. You can't. It's hard for them to get defense. So that one of them definitely is going to go for yes. So I'll do his attacks. A bite.
He needs to have him make a wisdom save because
of
is
course, yes,
too
yes.
attractive right now. He just cannot.
16. I think I'll do it.
Yeah, easily. Okay, he can make an attack now.
Is it per attack or is it to attack? As it were?
Let me look up.
Yeah.
You want spends any creature who targets with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw.
That's not. I would argue that's per attack. It's not like the attack action.
Let's see what it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Such as explosions.
Oh, that's true.
If one creature makes an attack or cost, and then creature disbands.
I think
So I lose it immediately.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? I didn't know that.
When a creature makes an attack or cast spell that attacks. Because
I
I
didn't know that detail. That really sucks.
Well, you cast it after Yaz attack.
Oh, so I'm fine. Yeah.
You
Okay.
still got it.
Yeah, you still got it. Yeah.
Oh, it's more if I make an attack.
No, so
No,
if Yaz makes an attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Would it only be against?
Oh
Is it
well,
against anyone?
An enemy
it'll help
creature.
us.
makes an attack
He's
or
gonna
cast
make- he's
spell
gonna make
affects
one
an
attack,
enemy
and then he's-
creature. So Yaz needs to attack an enemy creature on any sort, and then it
Yes.
will
13. Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
makes all sense to me. Even if he's
Four.
attractive, if he hits you in the face, you're gonna hit back. Makes sense.
Yeah.
11. That does not pass your save, so it claws out one attack on Yaz, and then suddenly it goes and it sniffs, and it's like, and its eye. It looks very confused.
Yeah.
It
Very,
freaks
this
away
is,
for
this
it.
is a very
Yeah, for a
confusing
second,
event for everyone.
Freaks away for a second. This one. Oh, where would this one go? It would probably go straight ahead. It can't see Fernbrand behind.
I played that really poorly. I didn't realise that was a mast. That's,
that's
I
fine.
wouldn't
I
say
should
say something
so.
else.
You can hit through here.
I don't have range.
No, you have range when you do it as a bonus action with the spear mastery. Isn't that the whole thing?
I think I have the option, and I use my bonus action to set a charge. So
I thought it's
Yeah,
always both
you
at the
pick
same
one.
time.
is it always both?
Well,
If I don't,
let me quickly get a.
I'm not sure it was because it said it as 2 separate points in the thing. So
Yeah, it's 2 different bonus actions. You pick one
You can set your speech with a charge.
as a bonus action, or you
Otherwise,
increase
it'll
the
be on the same text, like
Yeah.
basic text.
yeah, that's why.
Then it makes sense. You're basically either setting it to hold a charge or holding it like at the very end.
Yeah.
Well, was that the one that you set?
Well, I said it on that one because, to be honest, I thought I didn't realize that was this one over
Right.
here was also 20 feet away.
Oh,
I thought it was close in 20 feet, so I didn't choose it.
And you also didn't know that this was a mast.
Yes,
So
that's fine.
Well, this one will get to here, and it's going to make a whiz to attack Yaz. And then if it fails, it might
Whiz.
notice Fernbrand. 15?
yeah, easy,
Yeah.
easy pass.
So it's going to make its bite on... Oh, it's always even on to it. They're the same. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Fuck. How are you looking? I can't see your health.
Getting down.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, well, it's going
Bite
to
me
make
now.
another... It's going to have to make another...
Doesn't have advantage.
Not on the.
To hit. It would have advantage to hit, but it doesn't on... So it fails the second wisdom, so you only get attack 1. Thank fuck. Okay, that's the end of the actual regular Sarkogen. You hear...
Well, it gets to hit.
Huh? What?
It gets to redirect its attack.
Yeah.
Oh, can it do that? Okay. Well, it'll attack Miss Fenrir with its bite. 9 misses. Nice.
Nope.
Again, it goes to bite you, and then it looks confused and swings its head around to like redirect that. But yeah,
Yeah.
bites into the mast accidentally. In the water, you hear the people on the edge of the sea. Everyone else hears something roar, and two things break the surface of the water. Let me just pull out the token.
There'll be the some things.
Some of these.
Oh god.
Oh,
They
What do
look
you
like hideous, big
Fishman.
Acrogen, but with like big, thick scales, and their mouths are filled with a fiery light. And they each have a spear as well. And they make their movement to climb up, and they get to here, and they're kind of, you can see like their hands. That's how high up they are. They will be upon you next thing.
Upon us.
Yours. Win, it's your turn.
Finally challenge worthy of my skills.
Is he flanking? I mean, he doesn't have a melee weapon now.
He's flanking.
Okay.
Because he's distracting that one.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, also you could also just, if you
I'll do
move
the
there, you would be
moves.
flanking.
12.
12 will hit. Saho Junior. They got 12 AC.
Cool.
10 bludgeoning. Damn.
Ooh, very nice. That's the sort of now that you see something is on the horizon that looks quite scary.
Gotta
you
try
thought,
harder
okay,
now.
Time to start trying, and you crack this one's head open, and it dies.
Ah.
It had been hit
Nice.
quite a bit. So yeah, that's that. That's that.
So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I guess 20.
You can go there, yeah.
Bonus action hit.
Spin your way through.
You won't have advantage because he's being attacked by multiple.
Who? What?
Sam.
What, me?
Oh,
No,
actually,
I'm in this one.
Oh, that's a fair point.
No, you're all in joint combat.
Yeah.
You're being marked as well, so no, you wouldn't get marked.
I'm
You still
sure-
I guess everyone's sort of cancelling
I'm
each other
sure
out.
you're gonna get
Yeah,
a 12. I'm sure you're gonna get a 12.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll see.
Everything
Bonus
fine.
action. Do I hit?
Yeah.
No, it would have mattered.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You spin around and you go for a punch. The Sahunjan is grinning evilly as its allies are climbing up.
So it'll be on its. Okay, as a bonus action, then. I wouldn't know, sorry. I'm going to spend a key point. No, I can't do it.
yeah.
Never mind.
No? Okay.
No, I can't. Yeah.
You should have done before. That's okay.
The fool.
Too late.
Okay. Enkelda, this is your turn.
That's my turn.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
What am I talking about? No.
No,
I'm
you
looking
don't-
at the.
You just
doing it.
missed.
Sure.
I can help you, kill leaders. Just stab him.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll. Might stab at this one. I think that's a good move.
Stabby stab. 13 hits. Nice.
Chop the mast down so you can fire breath for a line.
Good.
Not, as you're being challenged from all the directions. You're getting up jabs. You're stabbing, but again, you're not able to commit 100%.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna divine smite it
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. Get it out of here.
Oh,
Whoa, nice.
you stab it, and for a second it looks like a shallow cut, but then the wound flares up brightly and it screams out in pain. And it clutches, but it's still alive, but it is looking it's bloodied. It went from being pretty much fine to being bloodied.
I need to try and get these down because we're getting absolutely swarmed.
Did you have
so-
extra surge? Oh wait, no, you're paladin. Never mind.
No.
I'm sorry.
Paladin.
For some reason, I thought you're fighter.
I'm now out of spells as well.
That's what I was
I'm now a
thinking.
spearman.
You have just one spell.
Like cure wounds you.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Paladins only get two spell
You have
slots.
two, right? Yeah, same as me.
Yazra, you are bleeding, but these things next to you seem confused about you as well. So
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to fight him.
no, yeah.
I begin swirling the wind around my sword again. I close my eyes, I raise it up to my nose for a second, I say something inside my head, and I cast sleep,
Ooh,
centered back here.
that's very
Ooh.
interesting.
It's
Interesting.
from a point within range.
Tasty.
Okay. Now sleep. It's the lowest person's health first.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's in like a radius, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll
So
hit
here's-
these.
Bam.
Sleep.
15.
This one on top. Falls asleep.
Bad
Yeah.
roll.
It was better, but this one is out of action.
Oh yeah, that's not it. Oh well.
What's this? Is there a Z? There's a lightning bolt.
That's why we'll make our own tokens.
I know. Oh, there's a go. That's.
It's a lot of work.
He falls to the. He collapses the thing. Is that your whole thing?
Well, that's all I can do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's Fernbrand.
Alright. Khalid's helped me before, so I'll help Khalid's. This is supposed to sting a bit, and the babbling mass of her bandages collapsed on Khalid's shoulder. It's a bad burn, dude. It doesn't feel good. But you do get... Well, no, that's the wrong thing. But you do get 7 health back.
Nice.
I guess he would visibly wince and try not to let any too much audible sound of pain come out.
Sorry.
Thanks.
By the way, you can move through the mask square, but it's difficult terrain. Basically, you squish around it.
Oh,
if you wanted
okay.
to move past it.
I'm not gonna move because down there is the way to my parents, so I'm not gonna move.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use the Pearl of Power to get spell slot back.
Cool. You say the word, the magic word, and you get a spell slot.
Yes,
Very nice.
I say the magic word. Methmatoni.
Mathnui.
Methmatoni.
You don't know what it means.
No, I don't know.
What if it means I'm a big loser?
Well, I've got a spell slot, so who's the loser now?
True.
Alright, then. That's what I'll do. That's all I can do, really. Yep.
Cool. So again, the fighting continues everywhere. The guys over here, you're hearing. It doesn't sound. It sounds like the fighting is still going on.
Right.
So,
right.
But there's no screams of "Oh God, all my friends are dead."
Oh, my innards everywhere.
Too many of him. And you hear a huge boom as Barry blows one away with his blunderbuss. Obviously.
Oh.
And you see it on the Dragonborn ship. Actually, there's a. At this point, let me just. Yeah. Some have got on, and Rio's reloading her. Dragonborn are doing some fighting. And Deimos is sort of kicking ones as they climb up to get on top of the boat. He's just sort of kicking them in the face down to the others.
Well, legend.
Who are fighting them. They seem to be doing all right.
Yeah.
Who's got the most perception of them? I mean, let me just check their sets, because I want to see if they're going to pay attention to the fact that there's something quite hideous climbing up the wall there. He would have the most perception. Deimos definitely notices.
Oh, the big things are coming up our wall.
The mutant Cyanogen, and you can't hear what he's saying from this distance, but he's shouting to the other, to presumably the other Dragonborn boat. I didn't do Pluto again. I'll do him now.
Sure.
Pluto will take a shot at. He's trying to defend his brother more than anything else, so he's gonna take a shot at the weaker one, which is the one just beneath. Longbow.
What a boy!
Yes.
2 18s.
Oh, he kills it! Yes!
Oh.
Perfect team.
Oh.
You stab it good with a blinding light, and then you see an arrow, and it falls down dead. And
I give him a nod, and then I turn to the other one.
Nice. Okay, Balin, is it your turn? You see these things climbing up. You are 60 feet in the air, don't forget.
I know I wasn't in the crow's nest. I said I was anchored 30 foot.
Sure. You are hidden though.
Super hidden.
Yes.
Somehow.
Nothing can see you.
How can I see these things climbing up?
Yeah, you can see this one for sure because it's right at the lip now.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, if I take a shot of that, will that proc sneak attack? Because wind's within 5 foot.
It's advantage.
Wind could attack it, so yes.
No, it's advantage, so you get it anyway because you're.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are stealth. You're attacking from stealth. Yes.
All right.
Oh, instantly died.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
You fire your crossbow and it bounces off and the bolt shatters into little pieces off the hardwood scale.
Well, not hidden anymore. Oh man.
Well, I'll try and hide again because I've got a free bonus action. So
Sure, yeah.
Do you have to move?
disadvantage. Yeah.
Maybe.
Huh?
It's still with disadvantage. You are in a terror.
All right.
It's okay, but I don't.
Probably won't. We'll see.
Passive might be.
Yeah.
I think Sahajin have passive. Yeah, they have. Yeah, their passive perception is. So they will be seeing you still.
He's jumping, dude. He's something like 30 feet up now to you.
Orion, you, as you're on the edge, can see what's happening. And the one that's between you two still looks pretty tight.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna carve my way through this. I'm gonna skewer it with my big fork.
You do now. This one, so you would have advantage because it is not threatening.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. There's nothing else to. That'll hit. Oh, it's a big hit, but it wasn't super damaged. But you stab it in its side as it's sort of grinning about it getting allies.
And as a bonus action, I will. You'll see my gills open up wide. You see the pink flesh on the inside.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
And I take a big inhale, and I will second
wind. Okay. Nice. You regain some HP. Back to life. Back to reality. God. Okay. Is the Sach? Are you done? Yeah. You gonna move anywhere?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll stick here.
Okay, I'll do the Sahajin first, and then I'll do. The one that's between Orion and Lynn will make an attack onto. It realizes the wind's pretty hard. It's going to spin around. It's going to attack at Orion now. Orion, you have been hurt, correct?
I'm at full health now.
Oh, if you're at full health, then it will not have advantage. But it thought you were hurt before, so it's still going to attack you. Oh, miss! Like, fuck! Wow!
Oh, the folly.
The one next to Enceladus is going to attack him.
Sure.
Away.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
21.
Oh, fuck. I mean, good thing I healed you.
Yeah.
Nasty. This one's asleep. Sleep, is that a full action to wake them up?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's chilling, dude.
I'm trying to... And you would still have...
I don't. I cast a spell.
Yeah.
Would that
Wait, actually, it says harmful.
No, it says casts a spell on the enemy.
Or cast a spell that affects an... Oh, yeah. It's unfortunately, it's a general term.
Sure, fair enough. Okay. I'm just gonna see... I'm gonna make a check on its part to see if it's gonna wake the guy up or if it's gonna... I think that's fair. It's gonna make an insight. I think it probably...
What does that tell you?
I think 10.
That's very annoying.
Yeah. 10 is reroll. I don't know.
No, it'll attack you.
There we go.
It probably would have been better for it to
Has
wake
advantage.
up. Yeah. Shit. Well. 2.
Yep.
And then a bite. Oh, no! Okay, 2 and 2, how's that?
I'm still up.
Oh my god, okay. Jesus Christ. This one's still asleep, that's grand. These two things appear on deck. And they look like massive Sahuagin with dragon-like features, I'll put it bluntly.
Jesus.
And this one, the one that's between Win and Orion looks up sort of like, and it's like, you know, thank gosh my chum is here. And
That's what
yeah.
it translates to. I love it.
Yeah, that's you guys know a bit of Sahuagin about this.
It's good, it's good.
This monster opens up its maw, and a bright light glows, and it does fire breath onto both of you and the one in between you two.
Oh,
shit.
A big Nelson fireball at you. Hang on, let me just. It's a 15-foot cone. You guys will both. You all three will be hit. There we go. I need to roll 74.
What? Excuse me?
Fire damage. 15. How does? Oh, that was a bad roll.
Yeah, I mean
For you,
74.
I'm happy that it didn't do too much. It's
Wait,
going
who's-
like it's on to like it's on like that because it's like looking at these guys, so it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not like tactically going. I'm going to angle it to hit.
Well, I still can do the safe at least.
Yeah, you can do the save. Yeah, I mean obviously it's a deck. Yeah, so you. Yeah,
I mean, win crits. Yeah.
This thing-
oh no!
Oh, jeez.
I'm glad a second win with that line.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean technically,
But-
I think actually
Does this guy have to take a save as well?
he could survive.
Oh my god.
He passes, and he's going to be on 2 HP. He's
For
immediately.
fuck's sake.
This thing bellows out a huge, horrible fire breath, and yeah, this one is still up, but this one's going to move in. Oh, it wants to attack. It can't. It can't get to anyone easily. Who's the? There's nothing. This one's probably so intelligence. I'm just checking.
Hey, can't get through that mast.
No, it's not.
Oh shit.
It's gonna grab this Sahajin and pull him out of the way to here, so you can get an attack on an opportunity attack,
Sure.
and then it will squeeze in. Well, it's gonna use.
Oh, no, I wasn't ready.
No, it's this thing suddenly.
I'll shank a
again,
bitch.
it can.
Ah shit.
Yeah. This thing suddenly a hand
Oh, wait,
grabs
no,
it
sure,
and it
it's
zips
up.
out, and it is replaced by this thing's huge face. Well, that was an action to grab and move that guy. So, and again, it has a big nasty glowing mouth. This one,
Hello,
now
boss.
that it's breathed its fire, the glow in its mouth has subsided somewhat. Okay, that is the sergeant's turn. When it is your turn.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'll try and finish off this guy, I guess.
Yeah, you
This guy's been living for ages.
Deal with the ads first, and
You
then.
do,
Yeah.
you do hit him, and
That
you do
one
kill
dies.
him. You this one's like shriveled up and dried out, and will die of like not being wet enough.
Don't forget you
but
need your bonus to do your key points.
Yeah. I'm gonna key point to dodge.
He's dead.
Okay.
Christ.
I'm getting some chocolate.
So yeah, I use a key point and I dodge with that,
Okay, sure.
and then move up one. Can you move? Can you move the corpse?
I'll move the corpse.
Thanks.
You kick him to the side. You tap it. You hop to the left. I'll hop up. Okay, Enko, this is your turn. There's
Sure.
this big, horrible, monstrous thing in front of you.
Cool. After seeing that horrendous breath attack, I'm inspired to do my own. Can I attack like that to hit all three of them?
Yeah, you can do that.
Do you mind that cheese?
That's fine.
Sure.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty good damage. Okay, David makes some dex checks. These do on the back first. It fails. Nice. Full damage. It is fire, isn't it? Yeah, you do fire breath.
What he's finally doing is his animation.
Yeah. Final A. That you open your maw, and this thing bellows out flame. The one in the back is pretty hurt by that. He wasn't too wounded before, but he is now more wounded. That's his health. And now, let me tell you, these ones dex checks. They don't look especially dexterous. Ooh, but they do pass. Is it half then? Yeah.
Yeah, that's half. Yeah.
I think the bad rolls you had last session, you're getting them all back now.
You would expect them to you think for a second as you breathe fire on, you half expect them to seem like maybe even resistant. They do squeal in pain as only half of their body seems to be covered in these thick scales on their backs essentially.
Okay.
So the front the bit that's facing you is the not fire resistant bit essentially.
Okay.
This thing has that much health and has thus got this much health left. Cool. It's still pretty brawny.
Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do. So yeah, that's me.
Pluto will make an attack as well, of course. He's gonna shoot probably the one that's directly in front of you, next to the mast. Ooh, 13.
Does it get cover or not? Or because I notice it's large.
No, it's large. It's
Yeah.
No, it would only been half covered from the mask, but yeah, they're not. 13 though, it bounces off again the thick scales, and what's he gonna do? He's probably gonna keep using his bow now. There's no shield wall that he needs to fill in right.
Oh, did you? What about my turn?
It's not yet.
Oh wait, it's Pluto. The thing is on Balin, so I'm like, the turn order things
Again,
on Balin.
I'm not. I'm not gonna complain about that because it's a fucking mission to rearrange it every time. and I'm, Sam just was talking, and he's playing that guy with the horns, the other horns, the yellow horns. Anyways, Yaz's turn. Yaz, there's a sleeping one, there's a big scary one, and there's a normal one.
I'm not gonna disengage.
Fucking kill him, dude. Kill him.
I pull my sword. I swirl it with the wind again, giving it a slight swirl to the hilt, and then I just stab at it as hard as I can.
You do have your inspiration points still as well.
That one's still left. You can call it after you struck. Yeah.
Bam.
No,
Nope.
no.
Bam. 10. Nope.
Onto which one? Onto the big one. No, there's not.
The little one.
A little one. No. Sorry.
Nope.
It's
my turn.
Okay. Ms. Fernbrand, it's your turn.
Alright, yes, you know the drill. Well, you don't, but don't pass out. And, healer's kit. Boom, 5 health. That's the fucking lowest I could have rolled for that. Wonderful.
Sad.
5 on the ass.
How many uses does that have?
It's once on everyone, I think.
It's once everyone.
Oh, and the healer's kit.
You spend one use of
The
the
kit
healer's
itself normally has 10.
I think it has 10 uses.
And you
I was wondering that was all.
And
Yeah.
you spend
I
money-
wasn't.
It's
I
very
need
good.
Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I've calculated this wrong. Because it's also based on the amount of hit die you have. So he actually gets
So it's
7,
less.
not 5.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
That means,
Kalidas would have 2 as well.
It healed me to full anyway.
oh, there you go.
Because I was on 13, you rolled 7, so it's fine.
I
Yeah,
see.
keep track of how many charges you've used of that.
And I could use my bonus, but I don't... Hold on, give me a second.
Is there any other music? What's this one? No, that's a bit.
I'll do it again. I'll do Sanctuary again on yours. Because if I do any of the other ones that are down there, they're just gonna choose to hit another person who's right besides there anyway.
Well, I might not, but yes.
Yeah.
Yaz is probably. He's got the lowest AC.
So I'll put Sanctuary on yours. I still have another spell slot left for other stuff because of the Pearl of Power. Alright. So he's confused again. Actually, wait, is there a point, I'm thinking? Because Yas will have to kill him, so he's gonna lose it anyway immediately. So I think that's kind of a dumb decision.
If he's not going to use it to run away, then
Yeah, but he
it
wouldn't.
might not make.
He
But it
wouldn't.
might. But it might.
Fuck.
They will have a turn before he attacks.
I
them,
know that.
So
that
it
will have
could
a
be
turn
useful
for
for that one turn.
Yeah. Wait. Wait, I can just attack. What am I doing?
Yeah, you can attack. Do that.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action.
I want to use catapult, but it's a
Oh,
rage
yeah,
spell.
you've
Isn't that
already
like...
used-
You
your
only
action.
have a bonus.
Oh shit! I forgot. Why? Fuck. God damn it. He's. How much health do you have, Neil?
12. It's plenty.
Yeah.
They've been rolling so low on the damage, which I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Oof. There's a lot of 2s.
Alright, I'm not gonna cast it this time. Sanctuary. I'll save it.
Save it for now. Okay. Vale, you can see over on the Dragonborn ship, Deimos appears to be. They've done a good job of fighting. One of them is probably dead. There's only fighting two. And Deimos appears to be shouting something and pointing over at the ship that you guys are on. He's
I
having
wonder why.
he's having some argument of some sort, and you can see that over the civilian ships that there's some fighting going on underwater of some sort. There's like patches of red blood, oceany bits over there.
The Tritons are fighting.
Yar.
Yeah.
Alright, Ben. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I will take a crack at the top big boy.
Okay. Sure.
This one. So he can see me, can't he?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, you can because they're passive.
Okay.
And you've got the force.
So straight
You
shot.
could stealth first,
But
or
aren't
try to
they-
stealth first.
I suppose that's true.
Don't
Yeah.
you have advantage because they are next to someone else?
No,
Um,
it's just
I can sneak attack because of that, but
That
I
is a
don't
requirement.
have advantage.
Like, always think
okay.
about like that. Sneak attack just has 2 requirements, and that's one the 5 foot close or advantage. That's why it's easy
Yeah.
to confuse. But that's
Sure.
the 2 requirements that you can fulfill.
Yeah.
But you could stealth first and then attack.
I guess I'll try.
You could hide for a second. It's a bit weird, but
Well, I'd flavour it as I'm trying to take my shot when it's most distracted.
yeah.
Um,
I think that's very reasonable.
And you have crossbows,
Oh.
right?
Unfortunately,
so
you failed to hide, but
It's still gonna know where the shot came from. That's fine.
Do you have
I'll
crossbow
fire away.
aspect, Baron?
oh, that's a fair point. Yeah. Are you? What is that? Your feat is a crossbowman?
No, I took athlete.
Oh, you got
Then
to
you can't. You got to reload as a bonus action.
No,
Oh.
you can take
Isn't that
one
what
shot per
loading
turn.
does?
But you
Is
got
that
to
what
reload.
loading does?
No,
Yeah.
There's a reload action. Reload
you can
bonus.
take one shot per turn.
Then what's the reload about?
loading just means you can't attack more than.
I
Yeah,
might
you
be
can't-
confusing it
it's
with the
implied-
older,
Yeah.
old thunder gun.
It's implied that you reload between rounds, but you can't.
Yeah, because
Take
the
more than
thunder,
one
the
action.
old
You
thunder,
can't-
the old thunder
What
gun.
do you want to
had
go with,
reload as a
Theo?
bonus.
You're there. What do you want to go with?
I want to go by. I want. It's not actually. I always assumed it was a bonus because I think it was in 4th.
Firearms specifically require it.
Loading. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, go ahead. Go nuts.
Cool. Yeah, I will fire.
So what does the feat do?
You
I
can.
thought
Let
you
you
multi-class
fire as a
it.
bonus action.
Yeah,
Multi-attack.
you ignore loading basically.
Cool.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's if you want to extra attack with a crossbow or something, you can't. Like if you want to fight it with a crossbow, doesn't matter.
It would be
You
silly
can do
for a rogue
crossbows.
to take a crossbow feat just to fire a crossbow
you
normally,
You
honestly.
have to get a repeating crossbow.
Yeah. Anyway, hits. Yeah. Wait, he doesn't. He doesn't. Wait,
Yeah,
does
we'll
he?
see. He thank you.
Not.
Good man.
It's not invisible.
Josh, just so you know, this chat isn't really meant for conversations.
No,
You
sorry.
should post that in
yeah.
the regular one.
Yeah, please post. all
It's
that
just
stuff
difficult to
going
go between the
No, yeah.
Yeah.
on. Not really.
channels.
Just pick up.
Yeah.
24. Sorry, who are you shooting?
The big top guy. So
This one?
this one. Yeah.
You do hit. Weirdly enough, with a 24.
So that's
You
9
get
and
it
5.
right. You get it now that you've seen a crossbow bolt shatter on its plates, and you now you see a soft green skin underbelly bit, and you take a good shot, and you do a lot of damage to it. Nice. It
Hit
kind
the
of
soft bits.
it stumbles back for a second. Again, they're not as they are large. They fill their square more in this picture than they actually do. They're probably like this picture makes them look like they're like 30 feet tall, which is not. Well, they're large. They're not huge. Anyway,
Yeah.
it makes them look scarier. Cool. It is bloodied, in fact.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
That's the maths. Okay. So that was me like trying to go. What's that minus 14? Orion, it's your turn.
I'm very light, but I'm no coward, so I'm going
Oh,
to
fuck.
man up. Well, I'm going to try and up.
Yeah, you got 3 HP.
But yeah, I should stop saying man.
I'd heal you, but I would get attacked by pretty big attacks.
You
So
got
we'll move
try
forward.
up.
So I'm going to.
You could say try.
I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to start twirling my trident around, so it's like corkscrewing
Oh,
very
shit.
quickly. And I'm going to action surge and attack twice.
Oh fuck!
Use my secret martial arts I've been practicing.
Sure.
Secret is that killing technique.
You attack it.
Oh no! Second attack from the action surge.
It misses.
Oh,
You're too busy spinning the spear. Damn it!
The first attack you miss, and then the second attack it intercepts it with its big spear.
oh. Martial prowess. And I can't do anything else with the bonus action. So I won't do it.
No. Okay.
Looking forward to in the four shield wearers all take shield master. Everyone pushes everything.
Okay. All but one of you, and then I keep it. I'll do the little Sahajin first. This one is going to attempt to attack. No, I'll make another see if it wakes up. And I'll say if it gets a high whiz above 10, then it will wake him up. Holy shit! He's like, numbers is good. So he uses his action to wake this one up.
He had a big brain moment.
Massive, huge brain for a second there. This one is now awake. Does it say if you wake up at the start of your... I guess that's not really what's...
It would be the next turn, I'm very sure.
I would assume it would be as well. That would be kind of weird.
The most it does is maybe get up, I think.
It gets up. This one in the back is so far behind, you can't get to anyone.
It's going to cheer people on.
You can do it.
No, he'll probably... his HP. It's feeling alright. Well, it's not great, but it's gonna go onto the side and start like shimmying along the sides to here, but it's not. I think. It could probably make an attack with disadvantage onto because it's like hanging off the edge. So it's gonna do that. It's gonna with disadvantage make a claw on Orion. Ooh, it misses. It misses real bad. T. Matthews.
My titanium arm was too good.
Yeah, it scratches at your legs and it goes as it. I was gonna say as it touches the armor, it sets on fire, but it's not.
Just breaks its claws off.
Yeah.
Big lie. Right, okay, the big ones, the mutants. The one that's in front of Win and Orion. It makes 2 attacks. It's gonna make 1 on Win and 1. It's gonna make a bite on to Win, who is dodging, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is much it misses. And it's gonna make a claw on Orion. Let's go. Oh no, it's got a spear. It'll make a spear attack on you. It's functionally identical. Ooh! Thank God that misses. Oh, you're hurt though, so it has its behind. Fuck, because of blood from it sees your delicious blood dripping everywhere, and it spears out again. Fuck.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
You got me!
Oh,
Sorry, man.
Got me with the can.
Oh.
Oh, I had an edge on it.
Don't kill him. Don't fuck it. You gotta stop the animation. That's how they did it, guys.
He's not dead. He's upside down.
Yeah.
He's upside down.
There we go.
Yeah, he spears you right in the middle of your chest, where you're very not just right there. Oof. Everyone witnesses this, of course.
No!
No! Okay, so it is Win.
Okay. I'll. We're attacking this guy.
Just as I was posting about titanium.
I mean, you didn't get hit.
He didn't hit you in the.
Yeah, he just hit you where it wasn't.
Yeah.
He smartly avoided
I
it.
shouldn't have revealed my secret.
I mean, you could stand on Orion's body.
No, I can't move because it'll make an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, you would get an opportunity attack from it.
Well,
Have any of the big boys been hit?
They've both been hit.
Lightly singed.
The top one is bloodied. He's been
No,
lightly singed
sure.
and he's
Oh,
been
yeah.
hit quite hard.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But this one's just been singed.
12.
To hit? No. Well, that unfortunately bounces off it.
25.
25. Onto the top one, is that?
Yeah.
You clatter off it as it deflects it with your spear, and then you punch in again into the underbelly flesh stuff, and it is wounded quite bad. Nice.
That's that. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, cool. Lincoln, it is your turn.
I'm gonna drive my spear into the one in front of me.
Stick it.
Sure.
That hits.
Haven't.
It's not bad. You stick it good, and he's falls to a knee, and he looks at you with a glowing maw, and he goes, and the glow is brighter. He's probably going to shoot you in the face with his fiery breath if he gets to live.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But he's very low. Any other things, or
That is all I can do.
that's all you can do, isn't it? You can run away. It's Pluto's
I'm a
turn.
coward.
Pluto's going to try and shoot it, finish her off. The old 1-2. 20 years off. Pluto's fucking real.
Oh,
No, it doesn't kill her, but it's close. Oh my god, it's close.
Who?
You
Wait.
could have
Oh,
killed her
there it
pretty
is.
convincingly.
Oh, unlucky.
Who
Please
did
be
he-
rolling so high. What?
Kelly.
Who is he
Why
shooting? Who is he shooting at?
This-
You shoot this
Directly
one.
in front. He's going for.
Sorry, it's not Kelly. Kelly would have done 20 damage.
Yeah. This guy's got +1 dex.
Oh wow.
So,
Oh,
so he's pretty good.
he's a good bowman. So that.
He's fine. He's fine.
Better hit than me.
Yeah, he fires an arrow straight into its maw, and it singes, but it sticks in its mouth. It goes, "Rawr!" Right. Okay. You are still thingamabobbed, sanctuaried, but you are.
I'm not. They didn't cast it in the end.
No
Oh, of
problem.
course.
That is free range.
Let me just check.
It's free real estate.
The one.
Okay,
the top one
I-
is bloodied, but that one is bloody.
And the one that I've been fighting this whole time is unhurt, right?
This one is not hurt. No.
Yeah.
This one is bloody. This one is not hurt.
I'm going to. I close my eyes. I focus again. I raise my sword. I try and concentrate harder than I did last time, and I'm going to cast Sleep again.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh, it's onto these three. Yeah.
Onto those three. I tag the bottom one as well, if that matters.
Oh, isn't that
Let's see if I roll 40.
maybe?
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, are you targeting all of these? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. So this one immediately falls asleep. The big
Again.
one.
Nice.
Oh,
So no breathing for you, bitch.
Then this one also falls asleep.
kunk.
Kunk. Kunk.
Its mouth's flaring up. It's going to breathe fire, and then suddenly it dims and it clonks onto the floor.
Wind blows through the whole area.
Oh, yes.
You hear wind chimes.
Whoosh.
Excellent stuff. Cool. Yeah, this one in front of you. Oh, hang on. Let me just. Yeah, no. Were you able to hit the one that's hang on to the edge as well?
Would have done it from this point. Yes.
Okay, so this one slips off and falls into the water asleep.
Oh.
That was a good cast.
That was a good sleep.
Good sleep.
Nice nap.
How are you? That's new. That's
Yeah,
very. That's very new, isn't it?
It's very
Bit-
calming.
Fuck! I forgot Fernbrand's voice. Well.
In a minute, as the creature's biting my neck.
Okay.
Now wait a minute.
Well, I think I'm needed elsewhere. So. Oh, you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I heroically skimp along. Take opportunity from the other one if you want to
This
take
one
it.
will have advantage. Yeah, he'll have an
Advantage?
opportunity attack, not advantage. Well, are you hurt?
I'm on by 1.
Okay, so you
Bring
it. So he has blood running. So yeah, he will attempt to.
Nope.
Nope. Nice.
Alright. I'm gonna go down here. And
Move those.
Orion, you feel good, nice sting. 8 points of healing for you.
Ryan.
Is your healer's kit like you're just using bandages and just wrapping?
Well,
No, it's a burning
technically,
thing.
It is non-magical healing,
Let
but
me
it
fi-
is.
Yeah, it's not.
let me explain my thing. It's not magical healing, but yeah. Essentially, it works like this, where it's just bandages with nice ointment and stuff. If you have 10 minutes, if it's an action, which it can be used as well, then I house rule. It's the same mixture, but very aggressive. So it will close your wounds, but it's not nice. It's much better at a campfire than like in combat. What the fuck?
Whereas when you're asleep, when you're knocked out for a second, Father, and then the vision.
All right, sorry. I'll heal up, and then I go back.
Titanium.
Then I will,
Precious titanium.
and then I'm gonna go back to my initial position because I don't want them to
Okay, yeah, that's
go
fine.
down there.
Combat medic, I like it.
Combat medic. I think that's
That's
it.
you,
Yeah, I can't really do anything with those that I want to do right now.
Sure. Looks like looking over to the Dragonborn ship. Looks like they've killed the ones they've got left. And what's the movement? You see, actually, Deimos takes off his oh no, he can't take it off because that'll take too long. But he'll jump into the water and he begins swimming over quite not very effectively, but he gets onto the boat here.
Oh.
And the others are sort of reloading and like picking their weapons out, and they don't seem super. They're gonna come over probably, but not as enthusiastically.
Yeah.
And over here, the fight is going okay. Again, there's a lot of they're swapping in and out. They help each other out. Sahajin, the brunt is on your end, and you see as well towards the civilian boats. You actually see Karkanos is swimming towards you. He's coming towards some horizon. Anyway, okay, Balin just 10, Balin. In your netting house. You gonna shoot him? You gonna poot him? One of those things, I assume. Jabbath! Are you alive? You dead? Can you hear? Have you taken too many horse tranquilizers?
Oh no, he's dead.
He's dead. Tamer's got him.
No.
Tamus has claimed him.
We'll come back to him.
Sure.
Around.
Tame.
Okay.
The one in front of you is injured, but he's not super badly injured.
Is he blooded?
No.
You can animate yourself again. You're alive.
Oh yeah, become animated, yes. I'm alive, I'm animated.
I'm a human.
This is what we look like.
I'm coming. We're gonna kill these inhuman parasites.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the Sahajin are saying.
There's a succubus with a goblin.
He's in Sahajin. Are you inside that?
Hello.
I'm just thinking.
Oh well, then we'll wait for you, Ryan. You can do your turn in the correct order, because.
Sorry, my internet dropped just as you started explaining the guy jumping off the boat.
Okay, basically some people are coming towards you guys, as in
Cool.
friendly people are coming towards you guys.
All right, well,
yeah.
I will again try and.
I also accuse you of taking horse tranquilizers. I don't want you. That wasn't behind your back.
Okay.
It's all recorded.
Full disclosure.
Okay. Now, again, I'll try to obscure myself or pick the most opportune moment to take a shot.
I assume at the one who's not asleep.
Yep.
Yep.
So. It's 12.
Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, because So you were not in stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
One more shot.
There we go.
16 hits. That hits.
Cool.
Get him.
6 piercing. Ooh, not bad. Not bad.
Right.
Again, not a Mahusa shot, bloodied, but it is. You're consistently
Heads
hitting them in bits where weapons are doing damage. So good job.
Yep.
Right.
Get him, Ryan.
I'm returning where. No, I won't do anything defensive. I'm just going to attack him.
Yeah, finally. I think this is like the first time you hit.
Is this AC 15?
Hang on, let me just check. I think it does hit though. Yes, it's 18 is 15.
Alright. Nice.
It does hit.
Oh, another minimum roll.
Minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
Maybe
Nice.
you should think about fighting on land. You know where you're from. Anyway,
Jesus.
no, that's good. I mean, you hit it. You're doing damage to it. Actually, I think that does take it into bloodied. So you stick it in the gut and it.
I activate my own bloodthirst.
Yeah.
I learned it from watching you.
That's it for me.
Cool. You don't want to make it. Obviously, Raj has a bite attack. Could use RP, not to use it.
Yeah, you take the chompers on the other Triton.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are terrifying.
Now this one up top, what's the Sahajin gonna do?
I mean, this happened again. So.
Yeah, it's probably it's beginning to get a bit scared. So I'm gonna roll to see how worried it is about sticking around, and because they're a bit superstitious. Oh my god, he's terrified.
He's not frightened of yours.
He's frightened, so he will attack him, but disadvantage. So normal, because he would have advantage because he's bloodied, but he's confused and scared.
So many emotions.
What I know is sort of flashes across his face in one instant, right in the claw. Oh my god!
Oh.
Not the worst in the world.
I am on 1.
Oh fuck!
As a second, it looks around as this wind is blowing past it, and it sort of cowers for a second. Whenever you hear the wind blowing, there's the faintest of strange languages on in the distance of it. Not something you can understand though. Not at the level. But then this thing, as the wind is blowing past it, its eyes widen in fear, and it lunges out frantically at you, and it does get some
Just starts fucking comboing me.
It's going on. It wants you dead. This one's asleep, of course. And this one has fire.
Fernbrand gets a splash of blood. Oh god.
So it's going to do it as it did before. It's going to attack Ryan, and it's going to attack Win, one on each. Bite onto Ryan. 19 will hit you.
Oh, it got me!
9.
Oh god, and down again.
It bites you. Bites you dead. And
Oh, I should have done defense.
oh my god, Win. I'm sorry, Win. Your perfect chest.
I'm gonna put my shield in front of that.
Oh.
Yes. How does that work? Is that
It gives a disadvantage.
It gives it. Yeah, I give it disadvantage on its attack.
It's amazing.
As my reaction.
Oh, nice, you've got to do it. I have to in my Sunday campaign. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy, but do you have to declare that beforehand or not? Because they usually specifies in the.
It's
It's as a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think
I generally do that as like a kind of you can play it whenever. But if, I mean, I was,
Yeah.
No.
I know some of them
If you-
explicitly say that's all.
Yeah.
I think what Jay's getting at is that
I know what you mean. I declare before they roll
the
a crit.
problem is with roll. The problem is with roll
Yeah, with
20
Roll20,
is that we always roll immediately. Like
Yeah.
we'll say
Yeah,
something
we-
like
And then
we attack
roll.
him, roll them, and the numbers
Yeah.
are all visible to everyone.
Yeah.
So those rules just don't work in roll 20. Like you
Yeah.
just have to do it retroactively.
But
That's fair
you would have known it crit, so like, nope.
Yeah, exactly. No. So good.
You-
You reached out a big horrifying swing. Winds in the middle of some
Oh, nice.
dodging about, and you Includers, you can see that this is going to collide with them and do something nasty. You put a shield between them. You're no longer distracted by this sleeping one either, so cool. But yeah, Ryan, you are bit quite hard, and again, your vision fades to black for a second. Who's this figure you see as your light flashes before your eyes? And it goes again. Anyway,
Are we gonna wake up? He's like, put me back in.
This one's asleep in the water, but it's not gonna drown. It's just gonna sink.
It's just gonna sink.
It's there.
Easy pickings for the Tridents is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess it's true. When it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack the unconscious one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very low health. Yeah.
It's with advantage, and it's always a crit.
You as it's lying on the ground, you bash it, and you see it like a shock goes down the spine as it and it twists up and it dies.
Oh damn!
Oh. You just chopped it in his neck as it was taking a nap.
Yeah, all his muscles contracted.
Like Vegeta and Raccoon.
Oh fuck!
His foot ass is here.
Yeah. Just like that. Oh dear.
You hop over its corpse. Hopefully Orion will wake up, so anyway, no advantage now, obviously, because he's asleep. Are you gonna make it... Is that unarmed onto... Yeah, no, that would not hit.
Then you go.
No.
7 no. And again, I wanted to be yeah, no. If you were there, then you would be able, then that would be.
Can I be there?
No, because no, technically, you could jump,
Jump it and then fall into.
So yes,
I've done
you
that
could.
before.
No.
That is technically fine.
No thanks.
No.
No thanks, I'm full.
Can I double jump off the air and come back?
You haven't unlocked that yet.
DC 30.
Oh, well.
Oh,
It's always a DC 30 to double.
to double jump.
If we say that, then I'm going to have to stick to it. But you can only move it as much as you're moving it. Anyway.
I have 45 feet of movement.
Yeah, you would be able... Oh, fuck you do, don't you? Good.
So
Enko,
much
it's your turn. It's so sad.
Sure. I'm gonna just smack my spear into this big boy.
Sure.
Well then, if I stood here and Sam could move down, it would be...
If Sam were to move
flanking.
like there,
Alright,
then that would count.
Sorry, if I can leave my turn here, since I can't
yeah,
flank.
no, that's fine.
Sure. We'll retroactively do that, I guess.
We're
And I'm still missed, so it's fine.
I'm learning.
Yeah, we're all learning this way.
It's
of
true,
doing
it's
life.
true, yeah.
So, I'm not.
We'll become a well-oiled machine, I'm sure.
And it was also like the last thing that happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but you
That's my turn.
You do not hit it. Yeah, it does. You jump to the side of your
No, I'll stay-
chum. And,
Yeah, no, I'll stay here, that's fine.
fine. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Pluto's gonna go. Obviously. Pluto's gonna finish this dude off. I hope.
Ah.
14 doesn't hit. Shit.
Hmm.
He takes another shot, but he fortunately it's not. But he comes up right behind. He's got your back, and he looks concerned Orion as well.
Don't forget you also have healing touch to get up Orion if you want.
That's true. It's a full anyway.
Yeah, I know, just in case,
yeah.
because I don't know how many times Sam has played Paladin.
Yes. Blah. It's your turn. There's a sleeping one, and there's a dead one.
Fucking get this guy.
He's full health.
It's you and me now. He's not been hit yet by anyone. It's true.
I can't heal you, so we'll take it both.
Oh, this is where it's just the Shadow of Mordor rival mechanic.
Yeah, he's gonna come back to you.
It's not
Nemesis.
not very good rivalry. I haven't hit him and he's just kicked shit out of me.
Yeah, he is
That's
terrified.
pretty much all that's happened.
He is very scared of you, though.
He thinks if you hit him, he will fall unconscious and never wake up again.
You do now have the ability, the movement to go behind him and get advantage.
I do, yeah, but that's really silly.
I know, I agree. It's silly. It would be.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Stop.
I take Jetstream attack at him with disadvantage because he's in melee with me.
Sure.
That's my best bet.
Oh, can you just attack him?
12.
Oh, hits! Yeah, boy!
Okay, he takes 4 points of the lowest I could roll.
No,
No, 2.
lower would have been 3.
And then he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Oh, that's
oh,
really
fuck.
cool. Nice. You slash out and a huge gust.
Yeah,
of wind
it's
blows on.
underhanded slash, just swing upwards. The wind hits his center of his chest and he's repelled back.
Nice. He's now taken damage. He was scared before. Now he's
Really scared.
terrified.
And then as a bonus action, I draw my shield.
No, nice. You put his shield up, clonk.
And I hold my shield. That's it.
Okay. Miss Fernbrand, is your turn.
Alright, Sharon's
There's a
gonna
dead one. There's a
step
big one.
forward here. It's gonna be like... Now I'll protect your side, and she's gonna take the arrow, and she's gonna cast
Oh, nice, yeah.
Catapult, patented,
Sure.
on it.
Ooh, there's a lot of words there.
That's a lot of words.
Dexterity save.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Fucking fail this one! Come on!
I think that. What's your
I
save?
think minus 13. Yeah, that's 13. It fails.
Nice. It fails.
6.
It does it get pushed again? I can't remember.
No, it's a.
No, catapult continues though if it
That's
doesn't
right.
hit
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I spew the black crystals upon it
Sure.
and change its velocity and weight and shoots forward.
It goes straight through it. It's not completely dead, but it's like very close. It falls to a knee and is clutching at its like abdomen.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
I'll hold my ground.
Sure. Who's positioned where? Okay.
Balin, do shoot.
Oh, I would tell everyone on my turn. Actually, I want I forgot to mention. I want the one that I've knocked unconscious up here. I want to leave alive.
Okay.
I'll just shut that out.
Damus is gonna make some more movement. He starts climbing up. He shouts out to Enkelix and Plato. You guys all right?
Yeah, we got this. I think.
This is
Probably.
Orion bleeding on the floor profusely.
You can see that Balin, you would have seen as he's coming up. He's like a black bag clutched under his only arm, and he's climbing up slowly and badly.
Oh my god.
He's not got. He's A, he's old, and B, he's got an arm missing.
How the fuck did he swim with his armor?
Because he's an absolute legend.
He did not have far to go. He had like to there, and then to there. If he had stayed for more than one turn in the water,
He would have drowned.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah. Also, Karkanos, you can hear is climbing up the side as well. Clonk, clonk. Anyway, yeah, Balin, this is your turn. You're high up, aren't you?
Yeah, 30 foot up.
Could you make a perception check for me?
Sure.
Not as your action, just. I just want to see something.
Just want to see a number.
I just want to see. Ooh!
It's a number.
There's on the not on the horizon. That's a little bit too far. In the distance, probably a couple 100 feet, there is something approaching.
Something.
A dark shape in the water.
Which
On or
direction?
in?
Large, very large, big.
Large.
Which direction?
Gargantuan, you could even say. From
Gargantuan.
So from the east. So you guys are going sort of. I would have added this go downwards a bit because you guys are going southwest, but then none of the squares line up,
Okay.
and that's a pain. So it's coming from
guys.
this direction.
Something big incoming. Let's clean up shop here now.
You can't really tell its movement speed, but
And
it's coming.
Sure. I will fire another shot at the. Well, again, I'll try and make it as advantageous as possible. Oh,
Ooh, you are stealthed.
and I will take the shot.
That hits onto the big one. I assume you're.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, it's very low. Getting one of its eyes, it's sticking out, and it spins around, and it falls to its knees, but it's still moving just.
I will actually spend my movement to climb another 30 foot up the mast into the crow's nest proper, so I can see even better.
Yeah. Next, we'll yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Orion, does I guess make a death save?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Is this the first death save? Oh, I failed, dude.
Oh,
No, I
man,
took one.
I could add a D4 to that. But I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm no longer a man anymore.
I mean, I feel like there was Thundering a time skip, but I couldn't really use it. Is
No,
it really big of a deal to give him a D4?
I mean, he'd have to get a 4, and then roll it, but at this one. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with having one fail.
Yeah, it's a fail.
Alright.
It's not a crit fail. If it was a
I
crit
want my potential man. Yeah, there we go.
yeah, you failed. Okay. It's the Sarkogen's turn. This one is very low. That one's asleep. That one's very low. That one's asleep. These other ones over here are probably going to lose their fight as well. I'll do the little one up here who's scared. I'm going to roll again to see if it's going to, like, fucking... Because it's been on its own a lot of this fight, from its perspective. So it's going to make a whiz. It's gonna take a whiz. Oh, very whiz. It's gonna run away. He runs to the side and jumps, and presumably Harkonos gets an opportunity attack on the way down because he doesn't know it's there, as in the sergeant. So he's gonna roll to attack it as an opportunity. Ah, he misses. What a fool. He does not just have a d20. I'm not gonna.
That's fine.
Anyway, this big one is. Ooh, okay. It's used its fire breath. Damn. You guys are inside of it. It's going to attack again. Incredible distance. It's going to attack Wynn in its range.
Sure.
A spear onto Enkel's.
Ah!
That'll hit you. 14.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
Some big damage.
Oh.
Nearly mix.
I'm.
Christ.
Yeah, I'm on one.
Oh my god!
Christ. And a claw onto a claw. 21. That'll hit you. I assume. And so, were you dodging or anything?
No, I think he was attacking. Win, right?
Oh, sorry, me.
Yeah, you get hit for 21 21 hit and then
21 damage.
damage. Not 21 damage. Don't do that much.
Jesus.
For 6, okay.
Is that the first damage you've taken?
No, I took the fire. Well, I had to take the fire breath damage even though I saved.
Oh, that's right.
The fire
yeah,
breath was the
got-
first.
Yeah. I remember.
This is the first actual melee attack.
So now the perfect run is done, and you can delete the character.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah. My no hit D&D run.
No hit
Jumps into the sea.
Is it possible to complete D&D without being hit?
Get from level 1 to 20 without getting hit.
Cut run, baby.
I did non-combat for the entire game. It's got XP for crafting.
Vince game.
I made iron daggers up to level 20.
I made 10,100 iron daggers and
Good job, Dan.
Do you remember that Dan Chen,
Yeah, but Dan
Dan
Chen
discovered
the
that
first
for
day that
2
Skyrim
days.
came out, he spent 2 days just making iron daggers,
God.
God.
and he was
Well,
like, that
that's
was the height of fun to him.
And did he find a thing where he could like enchant them and then make like loads of money?
Yeah, and then he didn't play the game after
And he
that.
stopped playing.
I mean, it's a shit game, obviously. So
Wow.
But I mean, I fucking love it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. He also discovered that. Like, that was before, like, it was common knowledge
Yeah.
to do iron daggers.
It's like it was day one.
It's day one.
Literally day one.
Fucking Dan Cheng.
Well, what champ?
Dan Cheng's only other gaming achievements are playing TF2 and fucking
Path of
Path
Exile.
of Exile. Anyway, whose turn was it? I've forgotten. What's their turn? When is your turn now? You've been hit. You blood?
Didn't think I had any. That was
Yeah. I thought
Thought it was Black Hydra.
it was
yeah. I'll attack.
Hydra.
25.
Ooh, that hits him. 11. Ooh, 11! You crack it. It strikes out at you. You instinctively and crack it in the stomach, and you hear things snap, and it falls down dead as well.
Oh.
Wynn killed both of them, didn't he?
He did.
Of the big boys, yeah.
Yeah. He felled them both.
I guess
I'm
I'll-
glad.
It's true.
I'll do my unarmed
It would've-
non-lethal crit. Well,
Oh, you're
probably
gonna-
crit if I hit.
You're gonna strangle this one out. There's just
Yeah.
you're gonna choke him.
Come here, boy.
Oh my
He is so out of it.
Jesus Christ.
When something's asleep, isn't it technically like?
Hmm?
Doesn't that?
When it's asleep, you
Wait, when you
crit
ask
it.
It's
Yeah.
Doesn't it like auto crit? Yeah.
Yeah, you auto crit by crit anyway.
Incapacitated.
But you crit anyway. Okay, cool. It's not.
Or
it's,
melee
I mean,
attacks within 5 feet crit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Credit. Not that I needed it though.
Just roll on the d4.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
completely-
it's on it.
It's not conked out yet. Again, this one didn't really hit much either. It just fell asleep. But
Oh well, can I burn? I think I'm not sure how it's.
it's
yeah,
got 4
there's no point.
HP. To be honest, I'm fine with saying it's knocked out because it's
Okay.
knocked out. Like I think this is the last one on deck. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. This
It's
one
knocked
is
out.
down another 100 feet
This
deep
one's
now in
somewhere
water.
in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
right. Yeah, we're moving forward, so it's like
Yeah,
in the
because
back.
the ship is moving along.
So one
Yeah.
actually did make it out alive.
Yeah, one made it out. Well, yeah, he's just
So-
gonna wake up. Okay, I'm not gonna get rid of turn order just yet, but Balin, you see as you climb up higher, make a perception, because you are no longer having any target to directly shoot at.
Sure.
Again, the guys on the boat have either the Sahojin have fled or they have been. Okay. I'm gonna put it on the map. It's not as close as it's going to appear on the map, but this is what you can see. Layer, token layer. There it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
There's a
Cool.
spiky shell-like thing coming towards you guys. You reckon at the speed that it's gonna get to you, the fleet that you guys are part of, before you guys get to land.
I sort of I call that out to everyone.
Please no.
Huge shell creature incoming. It's gonna get to us before we hit land.
Please no.
The captain probably. Again, these guys that have fought off what's going on here for now, and Karkros gets on board as well, and he's as you're shouting, he says, "You've seen it then. Some creature the likes of which we've never seen out there. We will do our best. It is our duty.
It's big. It's big enough. Someone yell below. We can open up the shutters, get the cannons out.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Orion! Orion! And Karkros is shouting, looking for Orion, and he runs over to his body.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys gonna. He's gonna help you if you want to stabilize him.
I was gonna lay on hands on him.
Sure, yeah, do that. He runs over as you.
I'll help my best bud up. I'll do a 10 on him.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I'll do 9 in case I need to get some.
Just in case.
Just in case I need to stabilize
Sam,
someone. Yeah.
now you're playing Paladin. Now you're playing Paladin. You always
so
keep a
Ryan-
few.
Raj, you're awake.
Oh, I'm up. How much health is it?
9. We've got. To be fair, as you wake up, you just see me just like cut like with a giant gaping wound, like blood trickling out my mouth. Like it's alright.
And
It's gonna be okay.
Karkros is looming over you, saying, "Orion, you have a duty. You must get these people to land. It's where they're
Yes.
meant to be. You're not ready for this
I understand.
yet." And he steps away,
Oh.
and he looks back at you guys, and he waves and he jumps back in.
One second,
Fire and
please.
sail it into.
I started recording again after my internet crash, so just please tell me what the heck you guys have been talking about.
Basically, we're just talking about how
I'm not telling you anything.
nothing colossal was decided. The captain's probably going to move to put civilians onto the full sail. They'll be overcrowded, but they'll be able to get up the shallow water quicker than the large boats.
Oh, so we're moving everything to the small boats.
The civilian people, who else, the completely unable to fight, and all that. Anyone who you want to be moved.
Hear me out, guys.
Yeah.
Hear me out, guys. All the gunpowder on the lemon boat. Yeah,
Let's Spanish Armada it.
Do we have
Yeah.
the time for that?
it's 2 miles away.
It's 2 miles away.
Okay.
It'll probably be there to you guys within
We got like 100 people.
You guys would be able to move stuff onto the boat. You'd only be able to do one. If you were to do that, that would be the thing that you to prepare. But you could do that.
I might just ignore the lemon boat. I would.
No guarantee.
Well, we could put all the dead. We could put all the dead fish people on it, right? If we put the dead fish people on it, maybe we'll try to eat them.
What? Why did it do that?
Well,
Why
might
not?
be.
Because it's probably gonna go for the boat.
Yeah, I guess we just help people get off.
Sure. So you guys will.
Yeah.
There's an evacuation effort. Everyone's very bringing up all the civilians onto deck who can manage it. Looking around at the carnage, and sort of quite horrified. I assume, Phil, you take your parents out to the deck
Of course.
to get them to the boat. The Dragonborn accept as many people onto their little boat as they can with loads. Demus is going to pilot in. And Demus.
What was in his back, by the way, that he was carrying over?
He didn't take anything out of it, and you've never seen it before.
It's a fucking bag of hand grenades, dude.
It probably is. It's probably a little bit spicy cigars.
When he arrived, he seemed relieved to see everything dead. He asked you, and you guys gonna get back on board? He's just looking over the horizon.
I guess I probably should, but
I'm just keeping my eye on the beast.
How many feet per turn does the ship move?
Look, we've been through this. I'm not 100% sure
Okay.
how fast it can go.
Well, I'm just wondering how fast I can swim.
Not as fast as a boat with sails. Galleon speed. Let me have a look. About 8 knots. Now, how fast is 8 knots
To feet.
in mph?
It's about
9 miles per hour,
Yeah, it's pretty close at low speeds.
which is pretty fast to swim.
But you don't have the tide pushing against you either.
You're
Oh, what's this? A knots 1.6 or 7 feet.
for 6 seconds. Anyhow,
I'll stay here and help.
your swim speed isn't your full movement either, unless you have a swim speed. It's
Okay.
halved, yeah. I just remembered that. Anyhow, so basically, long story short, you move the civilians onto the smaller boats, and they are ahead, and they're being kept between the cliffs and the Breath of Fire and the bigger boat. People seem confused, and it's very stressful. The Triton have said we're gonna try and slow it down. We're gonna try and harry it, keep it coming closer. That was the last you saw of them. They're not
Right.
They're not in that corner.
Okay.
But it seems to be making a beeline. As it gets closer, okay. What are you doing? You doing an explodey boat, or are you doing?
No, we don't have time for that.
No.
Okay, sure. And you guys are gonna remain on the big boat, right?
I'm
Or no?
I'm always going to get back on the dragon.
How
I mean,
are you doing, everybody?
I have 1 health. I can't do very much.
What, you as well?
I think it's just gonna go under, so yeah, I might just jump out.
I think
That's the point.
it's probably just gonna go under and go up and destroy the boat. I think.
Well, we're about to find out.
Well, that's why we should maybe just take the civilian boats.
What's the captain and some of the others doing?
I'll wait till he gets closer.
The captain or the creature? Sorry.
The captain.
The captain he's obviously gonna stick with the ship.
Okay.
He's gonna try and get it to the shallow water. He's hoping. Well, it's better to wreck it on land than to have it sink.
Well, is there anything we can do to make it that outcome more likely?
Dump all the cannons.
You could drop stuff, heavy weights, yeah.
Then let's do that.
Get rid of all the heavy shit.
We'll all be defenseless.
We already are.
Cannons.
No, but once we reach our
what's-
destination,
What's the range on the cannons?
I mean,
I'm not sure how useful the cannons are going to be.
pretty far, but they do not face backward.
Oh. No, yeah, it's directly to our rear, yeah.
Yeah.
We know where we
But
dropped
you-
them. The Triton can get them later.
You could
They're really heavy.
you can help with the general running of the ship. Again, the ship was being manned by a skeleton crew before.
If I can help man the ship, I'll try.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. Sure. So, do you want to make some? Orion, would you be helping? Because you've got proficiency with vehicles.
Yeah, I've got land vehicles, but not anything else.
No water. Raj, you going to help with that, or are you going to?
Oh yeah, I'll help with that.
Okay, so if you can make, I guess athletics probably that makes sense, and then Orion, you can use proficiency because you've got your tool to help the boat go along a bit quicker. Maybe get rid of. You could probably drop the anchor completely, cut it off, for example. Get a little extra speed.
get rid of these sails. Who needs them?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
These weigh loads. Oh, nice. Look at
That's
them.
so heavy.
Let's just start soaring down the mast, lad.
Win, Want me to pitch you up quick?
Quickly, yeah.
What?
Quickly, sure.
Hurry up, woman.
No.
I'm not gonna rush you, but I am.
10 health.
Nice.
10. Okay, nice.
Man, he didn't even flinch.
17.
Wow. These are. I can't. I'm just gonna get rid of these two. I don't need them. Do you want to do so? Do you want to make an athletics to help
Yeah, sure.
on the ship? It's pretty good. Oh wow! Everyone's done a pretty good job. Again, the rest of the crew seem inexperienced and definitely heavily shook by what's going on. They're pretty shook. So when you guys step in and are being very organized and strong and leadershiply, everything's kicked into gear. And you reckon now that you'll definitely get this thing into shallow-ish water, and then the boat might like topple over. But at least it won't be like in the ocean getting.
I would like
Sure.
to do something because I can't really help with the boat stuff.
Sure.
I'd like to look whether these guys have anything of interest with the Pearl of Power. Maybe like looking around whether they've got any trinkets. Because the last
sure.
ones have. Maybe they have.
These Sahuagin don't appear to have anything valuable on them.
Good enough.
In fact, it's suspiciously nothing. They don't even have like
Close.
little.
Hell naked.
They don't have like little like bags of like trash that they might think is precious.
Yeah.
These big ones, again, they're not even armored or clothed, but they do have. I think these scales off their hides are probably. You could use those in some way, or someone could. They are a potentially rare ingredient.
And they were looking aggressive at us. They weren't scared, except the one I fought, right?
Yeah, the one that was fighting you was scared. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they were also running from this thing.
No.
No.
In fact,
That's a
this
good
thing, as again, you guys are staying closer, and you guys are probably all keeping an eye on this thing. You see, when it's within like, I'd say like 700 meters or so, you see a head crash up from the waves of a. I'll just make it a pin. GM info, and then layer token there. Blah. Crashes out. A sort of draconic head pokes out from the water.
Almost like a dragon tail.
It's almost like a dragon turtle tombstone. You're right.
God.
Yeah, degree went really helped.
Thank you. I got a bachelor's in D&D.
There's only like 4 underwater monsters. So is that a crack?
Yeah, that's true.
You rolled it, yeah.
And it starts. There's like a droning, rumbling noise for a while, and close you actually realise that it's draconic that it is speaking, though it's very hard to understand. So you'll probably have to make a perception, and it's also very far away, but it's very
Sure. My perception is very good, so
I'm good. I'm glad.
it's not. It's not.
It's again. It's.
Oh, one second. I'll pull my bloody headphone wire out.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh damn! I was
Sorry about that. Sorry.
I was about to chat shit.
Unforgivable.
It's okay.
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
Again, the language it is speaking. As far as you can tell, like the syllables are all right, but it's so slow compared to like normal, like
Right, yeah.
speaking draconic, and it's like if someone slowed down and lowered the pitch on someone's like voice speaking English, you wouldn't really be able to understand it. So it's trying to communicate, or it's saying something. Anyway,
Okay.
but it's far away. But looking at your trajectory, unless this thing like walks out on land for like a long time trying to get at you, you probably get away. You think?
Why don't we send Wynn to go fight it?
I'm right, man. I'm right. This
Are you
one
sure? I think this is out of Wynn's character, actually. I think he'd go for it.
I'll go on the inside and then.
Yeah.
Pinocchio it.
Especially again, as you're now looking at it from the distance, you can actually see that occasionally, through the camera's telescope, you see that the Triton are sort of coming up to it, attacking it, and then dodging and swimming away very quickly. And it's not completely on you. It's getting distracted, but it's trying to stay focused on you guys. If it wanted to just kill them, it probably could.
Are there any Sahagwin like swarming around it as well, or like a priest on its back or something?
Nothing that you can see.
With a guitar.
So yeah, as you're now very close to the cliffs, and you can actually see. I'll show you a picture of the cliffs. In fact, as you are getting close to them, sketch of the coast. Show to players. Show to everyone. There you go. So everyone see that.
I see it.
You'll be coming into this rocky beach, and again the bit where the ships are on the picture, that's like as far in as it can go.
Okay. Yeah.
How shallow the and that is
That
the
looks
cliff,
like
and that's
An
what
aqueduct as well.
place I've been to.
there's many places that are cliffs. It's true, and that formation is not uncommon. But that is the cliffs that you start running into, and as you run up on land, this ship slows down more. You see up ahead the civilian ships to get more or less to land, and they're probably pretty safe. And this dragon turtle, demised, is more or less. It's to the point where like it's mostly out of the water because of how shallow it's become, and it slows down incredibly. It can still make its way forward. You can see it has these kind of almost wing-like flippers.
Yep.
And it's trying to drag itself along onto the beach, and you could like outwalk it at the pace that it moves.
Any chance we can't turn the boat starboard side
No, you
to
can.
it now?
You will no longer be able to control the boat. It is marooned. It is wrecked up into the shallow water. Maybe like on high tide you could move it around, but right now no.
We all drop on our ass because we just hit into the shore.
Yeah. And this thing, it bellows something, and it lets out its mouth opens up wide and sparks fly out, and suddenly all the water evaporates hugely in a huge cloud of steam. Mostly that seems to be out of rage. It's not close enough to be able to hurt you with this. But
Phew.
That
it
is
turns its
terrifying.
head, and it swims away. Back away, and you don't see you do not see emerging.
Okay.
Were there any signs on it? Because we saw like a lot of it out of the water now.
Oh god.
Were there any signs of like chains or scars or
Oh, that's a fair point.
like it had been enslaved by the Sahagwin or?
It looks quite undamaged. And could you make a nature check?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you're the one who's thinking about it. It's not a hard one.
Okay.
It's like a 10.
0.
Oh, mate.
Oh boy.
It's a big fish.
Pardon moi. Oh, that would have been a good bit of info, but
Oh well.
anyway, it leaves. And the music went. But yeah, we'll leave off around. There will be something that will immediately happen. For now, you have done a good job with that. But we need to calculate my XP, you guys. Let me just do that right.
Well, the ship's not going anywhere soon, but at least it's in one piece.
More or less, yes. Whew.
I think I need a long lie down.
At least we have the lemon boat.
At least a lemon boat.
Well, the lemon boat survives. Hope survives.
Well, we're near land now.
You can
so-
flip it over now, and it's like see, like,
civilian boats are fine.
house.
Boats are very good for land travel because rivers are great.
It's true. Rivers are good. These are quite large for
Mm.
boats, but some rivers are massive too.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget to say when you were like going past the cliffs, there was one area that was north of these ruins that you see. So just north of these ruins was what looked like a valley into the cliffs, where you could see that there were water.
Huh.
That was a land feature that you also saw. I'll calculate the XP in a second. But yeah, so you see up ahead the civilian boats are close enough to the shore that people they're all dead. You see people are jumping out onto and wading through the beaches and carrying bags and things and looking over worried at the scene. And the sun's getting quite low in the day now. It's going to be night quite soon. The big boat that you're on has indeed is beginning to tip over, is creaking it's probably not. It's not going to go full like 90 degrees, but like a 5-degree angle in the rocks now.
Jeez.
You're not
We should probably, I guess, if we try and get what supplies we can off of it.
We should probably
Yeah.
we should probably
And
dump
then-
these fish, man.
And then find somewhere reasonable to set up an impromptu kind of, I don't know, shelter for the night.
We'll cover all that the next session. And what will happen? Like the crew and a lot of guys who've gotten to shore safely will come and like begin an unpacking of this boat. But you'll be given. Well, now I'll give you guys a mish from someone who will ask you to do something at the beginning of next.
But I mean, we can set it up, right? It's not that late yet, unless.
No. Because I'm gonna ask you to go do something. So we'll start that next time. Well, okay. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just because it's the basically what will happen is you will be asked to go and check up near those ruins to see if it's going to be dangerous to be near them overnight.
Right.
And if it's even safe that that might be a place to take shelter, in theory.
For the colony, essentially.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that'll be the next thing. So you'll have an opportunity to take a short rest, but not a no. So if you want to take a short rest now, I don't mind if you want to do your health.
Yep, I was going to take for both my hit die, please.
Yeah.
How many hours roughly?
It's now. Sure, it's now.
Yeah, but are we only getting an hour?
Well, I mean, you're not gonna want to. Well, night will fall soon. Oh, nice, soonish, and it'd be good if you could have scouted out the area a little bit.
Yeah.
I think is the so an hour would be.
Okay.
But you can't get your log is what if that's what you're asking. I just realised probably what you meant.
That's like 4 hours off. If it's long enough.
Yeah. It's
Not long enough for a long rest, but
Nah, not
longer
quite.
than a short rest. I wonder if I can take on the.
No, I get you. I'm drawing a. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, folder so I can get the XP out. Aquatic mountain. That is that. Obviously, you beat the dragon turtle, so you get the dragon turtle. Obviously. That's how
I don't think we defeated it.
Got him.
We should have 9/11'd it with the lemon boat.
10,000 XP for everyone.
I would have had to damage 50. A lot of.
Yeah,
like,
but we would have lost 11 boats, so it's not worth it.
we would have lost the lemon boat. I mean, it would have taken a lot of damage, probably.
I don't think you could one-shot it though.
No.
Yeah, but it may have made it stop.
It might have made it stop. It might have made it. I mean,
Made
You
it
could
angry.
think that any boat could do that.
I will also say that it's not just disappeared forever now. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's gone now. It's just disappeared.
Yeah, it's disappeared. It's not on the screen
Yeah.
anymore.
I
So
don't
it's gone.
see
Yeah.
it. I don't see it there.
I don't have like object permanent.
No, I did add these in at the last minute. Yeah. Sanhedrin, and then this Sanhedrin is a monster I had to make up based on a. So I don't know what XP is technically worth, so I'm just gonna have to.
I mean, it's really, you do it really awkwardly. Just the RA, but it takes a while.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make a solid guess based on that it's worth about this much XP. Which I think
How much
is-
should we get for the boats that we can take?
I'm gonna,
Did it have 2 weapon attacks? The big ones.
They all have more attacks. Sanhedrin have
Yeah, I was just asking about the. So the big ones do as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did, and they had the.
Cool.
But they were mostly attacking too.
They had to use separate weapons as well. It wasn't like
Yeah,
two
they could.
spears.
Yeah, it wasn't too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a spear and a bite.
Okay, so you guys get. I think, if I'm calculating this correctly, based on that, what did I give? What's your current XP on?
400.
400.
You guys get 300 XP.
Oh, neat.
Right.
Nice.
Not in total. You get 300 XP. Divvy it up however you want.
Yeah, just, you know.
Orion died, so he forgets everything, so he gets no.
So he gets
Yeah.
nothing, of course.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Okay.
300.
Cool. What level is what XP is level 3?
I'm checking the same thing actually.
I think it's 900, isn't it?
I thought it was like 1,000.
I think
Oh,
it's
900.
900. Yeah, because I think the next one is.
Sorry, yeah, 3 to 4 is longer, yeah.
Because the game wants you to be level 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Like-
2,700.
Like,
Yeah, it's-
if you're a full caster,
You stay there for a while.
just remember the progression of being a caster in D&D. You go from 2 spell slots to 3 spell slots to 6 at level 3,
That's
and
right.
2 of them are level 2.
That's pretty good.
Like, it's like the game wants you to be 3. 1 and 2 just exist, I think, so you could be weak.
1 and 2 exist so you can learn the game.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
I don't think so. 1 is terrible for learning the game.
I think one is a terrible place to have new players be.
Yeah.
I don't think so at all. I think one's
I
everyone's
think
good.
so.
I think in the first session I ran when the son who played D&D before died in the first hit because he got crit by a longsword.
Also,
Well,
remember
then don't let
that
him
when
die
you-
by the first hit.
That's not there, but if you're new to DMing,
That's not how D&D works.
and like yeah,
You fudge the roll. You don't let the
Level-
characters die.
level-
No,
in the
if you
first
roll
hit.
in front of friends.
You know, if you're rolling it,
Well,
yeah,
they don't
if
have friends. Easy.
I mean, if roll 20. You
Oh,
can't-
I guess you win. Well done, mate. Yeah, you
also roll 20. You can't fake roll. Like you know.
Oh, you can just GM roll everything.
You can GM roll everything.
Oh yeah, I rolled them.
Can roll. Yeah, you can do that.
I don't like that though.
Anyway, we're
It's
done
painless.
for the session then?
Yeah, we are done.
Alright.
But yeah, no. First level is bad. It's bad and wrong.
I like second level quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, I like starting it first for like a session.
A session's fine. It can get a bit
Look,
like dodgy.